is going on, everybody? Boom shakalaka. We got the heat today. We got a scorcher of a show. I can't wait to get into it. It's Monday, and we're going to end it off with a bang. It is awesome. We got great topics to talk about. We got our weekly toy talk. Then we got some MCU rumors. And then we also going to have a new thing that we're going to drop on you guys. It's a bit of a heat. And we'll talk about it near the middle of the show to give you something about it. But speaking of heat, this guy's been hanging around Variety's newsroom all day trying to get the scoop. Finally got home. He had his fake glasses on, fake mustache on, trying to blend in. My friend D.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Did you get the scoop from Variety?
I got the scoop.
Did you put the disguise away? You know, the one with the glasses, the big nose, and the mustache?
Yeah.
All right, cool. How you doing, man?
I'm all right. I'm tired, but good.
I'm excited for our new segment that we've put together. I can't wait to talk about it. It's going to be fun. We're going to do it.
I forgot what it is already.
Oh, God. See what I have to deal with here, people. Thank you to everybody that joins us live or on the replay or on audio on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music. Thank you very much. All right, man. You know what time it is. It's the best time of the show. It's what people come in and tune in for.
It's certainly something.
It's our ANR dad joke. Ignore the man.
It's certainly a thing.
It's certainly a thing. It is. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
You're always ready.
I'm always ready.
And if you want to play along with us, let us know if this week's dad joke.
You're getting out of here. So let's know if this week's hashtag dad is a dad.
This week's hashtag dad.
You didn't even...
blah, blah, blah. Stumbling out of the gates here. This week's hashtag is either dad if you love the joke, or if you don't like the joke, hashtag sad. Right? There you go, AIC. Thank you for helping me out in the chats there. Look at that. Ready, Freddy, says Darth. Cowabugga says, what's up? All right, and if you're listening along with us, you can also let us know at our social media handle at ANR Universe on Instagram and Twitter and a whole bunch of other places. Just go hashtag dad all day long because, you know, it's the best. All right, you ready? Ready to go? There you go. Listen, don't pretend you're working. Don't pretend to work, okay?
You don't need my attention.
Yeah,
you don't need my default. You don't need my default sad. I'll let you just carry on. Carry on with what you're doing. All right, let's hear your joke.
All right, here we go. If Captain America's shield is vibranium, what is Hawkeye's shield?
Please tell us.
Quicksilver. Oof, that's a bad one.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
You know where it's going, right to the top, baby. That's where it's going. Don't you press that button?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you can't find it. Not too bad. All right, cool.
No, I can find it. I just don't know how I feel about it. I'll give you a neutral. We need a neutral one.
Well, neutral is nothing. It's just blank. Just crickets. That's all it is. Neutral one. Dad, ouch, but a good one. There we go. The people love me. They love me. All right, man. Let's get into our next segment. Is what we watched and what we got. Take it away.
That's your neutral face.
That's pretty quick there.
Yeah, I need to make that into
anime Caillou. That should have been the joke.
Yeah, anime Caillou.
Anime Caillou. All right, man. Go for it.
So what do I watch? I was watching Kangen Ashura, and
I'm sorry, what now?
It's on Netflix. So when
when
two companies, like let's say Fox and Disney, have some sort of disagreement, they have two fighters.
Wait, time out. Sorry to cut you off. A YouTuber user says, damn,
no need to joke. Just rewind it. That's what the rewind button's for.
Oh, I was gonna do it. Okay, fine.
Just do it again, whatever.
Keep up all that. All right, fine. You can rewind it. I won't do it again.
Do it again. I know you're watching.
No, it's okay. I don't want to, be that guy. Whatever. Anyways, what did you watch and what did you get?
Hey, Pox. Hello. What's up, man?
What's up?
So yeah, that show I was watching. So when two companies have a disagreement, or one wants to absorb the other or take over, they have a Street Fighter tournament of sorts.
What?
Yeah, I was like, okay,
So they
this is
duke
weird.
it out for takeover.
They hire fighters, but it's like Street Fighter level. So they have like intense anime characters.
Oh,
and
is this animated?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, it's basically Street Fighter, but they are avatars for company brand names. So like Fox is like, I want to absorb Disney, or vice versa. I challenge you to this Keigen Ashura death battle, and then they duke it out.
Say
and
that 3 times fast.
I can tell you so. So I'm on episode 8 of that. I finished Tekken Bloodlines on Netflix as well. I don't know. I just needed a binge show.
Okay, before we get into Tekken, what did you think of that other show?
I'm still on it, so it's.
You're 8 episodes in.
Yeah.
How many episodes are there?
I don't
know.
This
is on Crunchyroll.
It's on Netflix.
On Netflix, okay.
I'm afraid.
You are old IP.
I'm afraid if I look, I'll give up. No, there's only 10 episodes.
Okay, so you're almost to the end.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah, so far so good. The main character is your typical, I want to be the strongest guy, cool dude with long hair. He's only in it to prove he's the strongest.
Does a fight take like 5 hours to build up to?
No, but they do that thing where like, all right, now I'm done playing around. After they're all like bloody,
they comb their hair, take the sunglasses
it's time to get
off.
Serious.
I've stretched out enough. All right, your soul is mine.
Feel that intensity. I can feel it in the air. They do those types of quotes.
My bubble tea.
Tekken's pretty much the same.
Okay.
Hayachi is having this tournament to lure a demon out because the demon is attracted to powerful battles. So yeah, that was that. He's hosting a tournament. His grandson's partaking. He trained his grandson. He's basically an asshole. Like he's like Lex Luthor. But he's the strongest there is. So it's cool to see him in action. I tried to watch Haunted Mansion, but I'm not saying it's bad. You have to be in the right mood, I guess.
Yeah.
You liked it?
Try watching it after Halloween?
Yeah. So I was just like,
when you watch it after Halloween or way before Halloween, like I did, it doesn't really get the juices going. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I watched it in August, I believe. Yeah, it was August. And I was just like, this should have been in October.
Oh, was it not?
No, it came out in August.
Oh, yeah. I didn't pay attention to it.
I watched it in mid-August.
Yeah, that's weird. That's a
weird. Yeah, it was such a weird. I watched it because my kids wanted to watch it too, and my wife's a big fan of the show, the old one.
Yeah.
So we went and watched it, but I was just like, this should have been in October. It would have cleaned up like Five Nights at Freddy.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
So I think they wanted to get it out before the writer's strike. I think it was, or just, or because of the writer's strike, they had to get it out because they knew the actors were going to go on strike.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And then you wouldn't have anyone like Rosario Dawson and Owen Wilson go out promote it, right? So
yeah. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Maybe
I thought it was all right. It was not bad. It was a good movie.
I liked the premise. I liked the reason they couldn't just leave the house, because that was my gripe in every single like scary movie. Like, why don't you just leave? And then they tell you why. I'm like, oh, cool, okay, thank you. That's all.
Yeah,
that's all I wanted to know.
I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it yet, but you should go check it out. It's worth it. It's on Disney Plus now, so you should go check it out. Or should I say Disney Minus?
Disney Minus.
Yeah,
feeling it lately.
I don't even subscribe to it anymore.
Oh no,
I just watch it at a friend's house now.
How are you supposed to keep up with Ahsoka?
I just said I watch it with the friends.
Oh, that's the reason. That's the friend you.
I watch it at a friend's house. I refuse to pay for it. So. What else?
Invincible, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. Loki, I'm up to date on. I don't know about you. Does it feel like a chore, or are you okay with Loki? Well,
usually I do my breakdown on Popcorn Chicken on Wednesday nights, but I'll give you a little taste of it.
Yeah.
It is a chore. I find myself bored half the time. Like, especially when it takes 5 minutes to pick up a phone.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Where like they just
you don't need to be dramatic about a phone ringing.
Yeah,
it's just ridiculous. Oh, let's make sure people are all
especially when it's a time travel show. Like that calls for you. Like it rings the exact moment you walk in the room.
Who cares? That's what I'd say. Like, who cares? You have bigger problems than picking up a phone.
Well, the phone ringing is for like good reason. Like I won't. I'll give them that. But
All
you
right,
know,
you're nicer than me, so
you know.
it's fine.
I do. I don't hate it. I like it. Like I don't. I'm not excited. Like I don't crave it every week or anything like that. But it's entertaining enough that
It has its moments.
yeah.
It has its moments. There are some parts that I do like of the show, but I don't know. It's one of those shows that it dangles the keychains in front of you a little bit, right? And it gets
Yeah.
you excited. You're like, oh, okay, it's gonna happen. And then it sort of disappoints you the next episode. You're like, well, I kind of wish they went this direction. And I don't want to get into it because we should do it on Wednesdays, but I feel that some of the episodes have been lackluster. But there are moments that get you excited.
Okay.
I guess somewhere in the middle right now.
Yeah.
What else? Anything else? No figures?
No, that's what I got. I got this shirt. I got it. It was my birthday, so Jess took me away.
Yes, everybody. It was Dee's birthday over the weekend, so wish him a happy birthday.
Took me away, so I couldn't focus on work or like anything.
Which is, I think you needed that. You work hard, so you needed a time off, to relax.
I got a good steak. Good
Nice.
pampering. Yeah.
Where did you guys go?
Cool. She just booked a random hotel, but an expensive room, just so I could like relax and watch movies in my robe and draw and do whatever.
Nice.
Shut up, Ryan.
Wow.
This guy. He bothers me about nerd stuff all privately. He's like, oh, Warhammer this, Warhammer that.
So he secretly messaged you? Oh, you've been outed, Ryan. You've been outed.
Don't worry, he's still rude on there too. Like he doesn't change. He's still a dick.
AI says it's his birthday this Friday. Well, happy early birthday.
Oh, that is Friday. Nice.
We'll say happy birthday if you remember on Monday as well. A belated birthday for you, AI. Hope you have a good one, buddy.
What did I get? I beat Spider-Man 2. I got Mario. Yeah, hurry up, get on it. Did your kid?
I have a family and I have a life. Thank you very much. I have things like bills.
Please,
I'm an adult here, D.
Please, as his wall of toys falls
this
over.
This is all CGI. Yeah. Don't mind the full size New York there.
I might get into Warhammer just because Ryan's being an ass about it.
Well,
and Brad's always like, "Hey, you guys should." Brad's always like, "You guys should play," and it's like, "Yeah, maybe," but I definitely want to. I got my comics. I didn't even know. Like, apparently, I got Blue Beetle. Nice. I just go because they have a saver for me. Rogue Sun.
Nice.
I don't know if anyone's been on top of Spider-Man, but there's Spider-Boy now.
Why? Do you want?
And I got it because it was they're like, "Hey, do you want this?" I'm like, okay, sweet. And there was the foil cover, so like, yeah, sure, why not? And then Carrie Andrews signed it because he's the one who does the art and writing.
Okay.
So like, yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, I don't know why they needed another Spider character. His premise is he is a sidekick that Spider-Man doesn't remember he had, and now he came back after the memory eraser on
Isn't
everyone.
That Miles?
You think that the
sidekick is Miles.
You think that, but no.
I know that.
You think that.
It's not I think. It's cemented. If you go down and ask people in the streets, who's Spider-Man's sidekick? They're gonna say Miles.
Yeah. But now he has a double sidekick.
Of course.
I didn't read it. I don't know. The only thing I read was
it an old universe?
No.
It's not in it's 616?
Yeah.
Oh my god, seriously.
But the thing is, no one remembers him, so it's not
Nobody
like, hey,
is gonna remember him in about a year. Nobody cares. I tell you right now.
Are you sure? He might grow on you.
Okay, well, I'll give it a year. I'll let you know in a year.
Honestly,
we'll come back in a year, circle back, and let you know.
It's Silk. I don't think anyone cares about Silk. She's just there. Like, they're just doing that thing they always do. They introduce someone new for shock value, and then they kind of forget all about them.
They gotta get people to read, right? So
yeah,
it's not easy coming up with new stories all the time.
No. So yeah, I mean, it is hard. I won't crap on them too much. But then you have things like the Champions that gets canceled before they even hit shelves. Was like,
Mm.
what were those characters' names? Safe Space and Snowflake or
Yeah,
whatever.
no, don't bring that up. Let's just enjoy our show here without ruining it.
Uh,
AI says, D, what do you think of Spider-Man 2?
I liked it quite a bit. So here's the thing. Here's the thing that Insomniac proved in my case, where people's like, "Oh, you just don't like this because it's not following the source material." No, this one completely changes the source material, and I still like it. It's because the writing was good.
Yeah, just don't ruin it for anybody.
No, I'm not going to
myself.
spoil it, of course. I'm not even going to say what the gameplay is about.
Yeah. Dar says, I like Silk's design. I do too.
I like the design. I just don't care about her.
Yeah. Do you want to read what Ryan said, or you just want to ignore him?
Just ignore him because he's not. He's just talking out his butt.
All right. Anything else?
Oh, Samus. I'm gonna open her.
R.I.P. to the bed, everybody. R.I.P. to the bed. Just the bed that was behind him. R.I.P. If you can get that in the chat, that'd be great. It's a shame you got Seamus.
Elvin's scared of this character.
I didn't say I was scared of this character. When did I say that?
He's scared of the game. We won't listen.
No.
He found it boring. He found
the game boring. Yes,
because he didn't play 15 minutes past the intro.
Damn it, you outed me on that.
Your turn. What'd you get?
Well, what I watched was I watched the documentary on Netflix of Sylvester Stallone, Sly.
I was wondering about that. You like it?
It ended really fast.
Okay.
When you watch Arnold's documentary, it's like 4 parts, and then you watch this guy's, it's like an hour or something. I'm like, wait, it's over already? Like, it was condensed, man. Like, I was like, this is quick.
Well, I mean, what is he?
Well, he's done a lot, man.
No, I know, but like, what was the focus of this documentary? Just like his life start to finish?
Unless this is part 1 or something that I missed, because there's no indication. It just says Sly documentary. So they talk about his upbringing, like how he grew up in New York and everything. Talked about his dad. Talked about how his dad was very difficult with him. Talked about his first movie that he did along with Fonzie. And then it talked
about
that. It's a movie in New York where they all wear the leather jackets like Grease Lightning.
Okay.
Or Grease Lightning.
Yeah, it's like that's the movie now. Okay.
That's part 2. So yeah, they talked about the early year where he wasn't getting the roles and he wasn't getting the opportunities. Don't get me wrong, the documentary is well done, and I'm a huge Sylvester Stallone fan. He's one of my favorite action movie actors of all time. So they talked about that, and then they talked about obviously Rocky and how that basically catapulted him to stardom and allowed him to kind of, flex his muscle, so to speak, about how he wanted to do certain movies and how he was able to now. Yes, Sly was too busy making Expendables. Ugh. Just and then they talked about Rambo. It talked about how he was competing with other, A-list actors for action movies.
I know he said he hated like Arnold. Because he's like,
Well,
I would do a movie that.
The funny thing is, Arnold's in this documentary.
Okay, yeah, they're friends, but he's like, I used to hate that guy so much.
But you never heard that at all. There was no like back and forth about that. Arnold,
it comes out after the fact.
Arnold was very mature and not mature, very professional, and praised him a lot.
Yeah,
said that if it wasn't for this guy doing these things, I don't think I would have a career.
That's the thing. Like they drove each other.
Yeah, he said, like, I would get a knife, he'd get a bigger knife. I'd get a gun, he'd get a bigger gun. And it just went back and forth. And he goes, all it did was just catapult us into a higher level, and we just reap the benefits from it, right?
I did think it was funny though that Sly was like, yeah, and then he would do that, then I would do that, and then I made a mistake and I took the movie Stop Where My Mom Will Shoot because he snaked it from Arnold. But Arnold like goaded him into taking it because he knew it'd be a crappy movie, and then Sly took it and he regretted it. I was like, yeah, it's funny to hear that stuff after, and then you guys became so close. It's nice to see. It's good competitiveness.
AI said Sly was busy making Expendables 4 barf emoji. I heard that he actually walked away from it, or wasn't.
Is he not in it?
I don't think he wasn't involved too much in Expendables 4, which is funny because I think it was his idea to begin with. And they did talk about Expendable. The birth of Expendables.
He knew when to bow out.
But I do like his new TV show that's on Paramount Plus, Tulsa King. I watched season 1 just
Oh, you were talking about that.
yeah, that is a good show. Good show. I liked it a lot. I'm hoping season 2 gets done soon. But yeah, it was kind of slow because like I didn't see too much about him as he went past Rambo. It was very rushed. After Rambo, everything was rushed to finish off this documentary. So, yeah, I wish the movie will stop or my mom will shoot.
Stop for my mama shoot. Yeah, there we go. I don't even remember the name.
So
I
yeah,
remember-
it was all right. It was not bad. I enjoyed watching it because I wanted to learn more about him, and I did learn more about him. But I would have loved to have a little bit more of a lengthier documentary about all the stuff that he's done. There was some very, very interesting stuff about Rambo. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. I do think people should watch it. When he was making Rambo, there was some interesting stuff that he did to really get the best out of that character. So, yeah, it's crazy.
Did he go on a killing spree?
I don't want to ruin it for anybody.
Okay. Just like,
I think it's worth watching. If you've got an hour and a half, put it on. It's pretty cool. What else? I watched Rick and Morty. Obviously Loki. What else? What else did I watch? Oh, how can I forget? Invincible showed up finally. After how many years was it? Hiatus? I think like 3 years. And it started off with a bang, man. That first episode was killer. Awesome episode. We're going to be talking about that episode on Popcorn Chicken. We're going to dissect it. We got a busy Wednesday for Popcorn Chicken. We got 4 topics. The 80s show, Invincible, Loki, and Rick and Morty. So we got a lot to unpack on Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Join us then. Other than that, watch a lot of sports. There's tons of sports going on, man. Like we got football, the American football and European football. I call it football. And then you got basketball, you got hockey, you got UFC, you got F1 racing. Like I was like a kid in a candy store. I'm like, woo! It's like 17 hours of sports.
You must
And
be
my
ecstatic.
my wife was so excited to hear about that.
Do your kids watch too, though?
My kids will tune in and out of certain things.
Okay.
One kid has certain interests, and the other kid has certain interests of different sports. So
Yeah,
they have their TVs in the family room, so they kind of go in there and do their own thing, kind of thing. What else? Really, not much else. Didn't really watch any movies this weekend. Didn't have time. Was busy. But in terms of what I got, let's see here. Oh, should turn around this way. Went to the border, across the border, and got myself my Chuckles from G.I. Joe.
Oh, you did a border run.
Yeah, Chuckles was there waiting for me. I still have to go. I have some Walmart stuff to pick up there. From Transformers, GameStop, I got Decepticon Frenzy. Right there.
Now you can get Rumble.
Yeah, good luck with that. It's going to be sold out everywhere. Then, near and dear to my heart, a character that I had when I was a kid. It's Studio Series Autobot Ratchet. That was one of my first toys as a kid. Got that. I don't even know why I got this. This is going to go right to my son, probably. It's the Infinity Saga Spider-Man from Civil War.
They called me, and I was like, no, I'm pretty sure that's Elvin's. Because I don't do MCU stuff.
They brought it out. I'm like, I don't really want this. And then my son was standing there like, oh, can I have it? I'm like, sure, maybe we'll talk about it. This I was excited for is the Mezco Morbius. Oh yeah, he looks good.
You didn't open it yet.
I'm gonna this weekend. I'm really excited to open it. He looks great in the pictures I've seen. So I've seen some reviews. Looks amazing. We'll see when I open them up. I have to wear gloves probably. And then from the Masterverse, I've got Slush Head. You know, Slush Head here.
Yeah.
Got that. And then from the Masterverse again, I got Skeletor, but a different variant of Skeletor.
What's his deal? Is he from the movie or something?
No, it's just a different variant of him.
Huh.
It looks cool though. I like it. So I got those two, and then I'm missing my other two packages here. They are somewhere else. I don't know where they are. I will get it in a second. But do we want to start our toy talk of the week?
Are you gonna run and get it? I'll answer AI's thing.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll go get it. 1 second.
So AI said, I'm loving Invincible, but I feel there's no surprises because it's following the comic pretty closely. Surprisingly, every time I go on Reddit or something, a lot of people haven't actually read the comics and they're just getting into the show now. I told people like 7 years ago to read it and they refused. And then now they're trying to backtrack and find all the issues. I have the trade paperbacks, everything. I like it a lot. I do appreciate some of the changes, but some of the jokes are missed because you can't really tell them the same way as a comic book does. Like with Damien Darkblood or whatever his name is, how in the comic he finds out the Omni-Man thing, and then they're like, yeah, we figured this out months ago. I don't know why you're telling us now. And he just kind of slinks off. Amber's pretty hated. I know her comic book counterpart was basically a damsel in distress with no character at all. But in this one, I think they went too far in the opposite direction where she's just so outspoken and annoying that people are hating her. I barely started Invincible season 1. I don't know why I never watched it earlier. It does kind of, I wouldn't say drag on, but a lot of the episodes are just him getting beaten up despite his name being Invincible. Like he just gets pummeled a lot. And the fight in animation is like cool. Like I had a fun time watching him getting beaten up.
Oh my god, he's going to be in Vegas for F1. That's awesome. It's the first time they're doing it in Vegas.
Good luck getting around. They obliterated the streets.
Yeah, I know. I was there when they were putting it all together.
Oh,
in
you?
May.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
Wow. My Uber driver was so mad because it took him 45 minutes for a
You gotta go
drive.
up and around. And
yeah, and he can do nothing about it. His engine was on the whole time too
Yeah.
because it's so hot, right? And I just felt bad for the guy. I wanted to give him a tip too. I was like, but I have no cash on me.
You have no cash, and you're in the same boat as him. Like
Yeah.
you're in the car with him.
Like I didn't want to be in the traffic either, right? But he was screwed. Like,
yeah,
it really probably killed him. He probably was in the minus for that trip. But anyways, here are the two things that I also got. So it just dropped today at my house from SH Figure Arts. I've got the Indiana Jones figure right here from the Raiders of the Lost Ark. So
are you happy?
He looks incredible.
You sound happy.
Oh man, like this is the definitive Indiana Jones figure. I mean, the Hasbro one is all right, but I mean, his face looks great.
Joey B is back. You're not a Bengals guy, are you? You're not. That's not your team.
No.
Okay, you don't care. You don't.
I
care
like the other
Burrows. You don't care about Burrows.
No, I didn't say I don't care. He's a great quarterback. Yeah. And then
are you gonna open it?
Woo-hoo-hoo. The MDLX Rodimus.
Oh, it came.
Yeah, I told you.
I didn't know that.
Hobby B.
I didn't know that.
I thought you got it.
No, not from Hobby B. I got
from the other one.
Yeah, I got a notification that it's coming and to pay my balance. Ooh, it looks beautiful. Hold it up again.
I'm gonna open it.
Yeah, please.
I'll open it up. Yeah, while doing the show here. But yeah, Hobby B. It showed up last week, but I'm like, I'm not going. You drop it at my house. So then I just paid $14 and I got it dropped to my house.
Oh wait, were you expecting it to be shipped to you?
No. I bought it to go to the store, and then they messaged me. They're like, "Hey, do you want to pick it up or do you want us to ship it?"
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's gonna take me about $10 of the gas to even go down there.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm just to pay the extra $4 out of my pocket to have it delivered to my house.
Oh, I didn't know they do that. They offer that service.
Yeah, and it showed up like 48 hours.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was good. It's just time and money, right? Sometimes you just gotta pay the extra $1 and have it shipped to your house while you can just do other things.
Yeah.
Because it'd take me probably like 2 hours to do that whole trip back and forth. Kill time, right? So, but then also the gas. What else is there? I got my Mayfix Hush Superman. Hey, yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot of people missed out on him.
So I'm curious to know. this is the third version of it though.
I don't think they modified it any further than the second one.
Okay, because there's people out there complaining that it was like a lighter blue.
I mean,
but I don't know. They didn't. So here's the thing: they didn't specify if it's the first version versus the third release. Because there was people telling me, showing on Facebook that hey, it's lighter than my other one, but I don't know.
I don't know. Sometimes people like to imagine things too.
Yeah, like I have the first one and the second one.
Yeah,
and there's obviously differences, right? There's the cape that has the S. The color is a better color, in my opinion, and then the joints feel a bit more, like more secure, and it won't fall off like the Wolverine fiasco.
yeah.
Oh, my friend, you just don't know. Hobby Bee is a store in Renfrew in Vancouver, if you live in the Vancouver area, and they sell Transformers, anime, and some SH and Mayfix stuff as well. So you can go check that out on their website, Hobby Bee. They deliver Canada wide as well, I think for like $14. I don't know if they do the US or not. I'm not sure.
So looking at this video. Oh, go on. Sorry.
But their prices are very competitive. Like their MDLX line is about $15 cheaper than some of the other stores. So yeah, that's what I got this week.
The blue looks less shiny on the newest one.
Okay, so more of a matte.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so Darth, the first one that they released didn't have the S on the cape.
It did, but they did it wrong. They didn't draw they didn't fill the border in.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You have it, the first one?
Yeah.
I don't know where mine is right now. I have to look for it. Oh, they did have it. I thought they didn't have it. Oh, there's no. Okay.
On this side, the S, like it's supposed to, like they didn't. I might have fixed my own.
Okay.
Oh no, the S in the top corner here. So there's supposed to be like a triangle at the end of the S.
Yeah.
But it's just solid. Like they didn't draw the S properly. Basically,
mine's up there somewhere. Yeah.
I might just fix it now.
I didn't even know there was a second version. I just went and bought one from somebody. He was like, "Hey, I got a sealed Superman Mayfix. You want it?" I'm like, "I want to have a second one, right?" See, and then I opened it up. I'm like, "Hey, this is different than the one that I got." So I'm like, "Sweet." I said, "No, I jumped on late. My first was Cyborg Soups. Now I'm backtracking. I have Catwoman on the way too." Nice.
The one on the left is the old one.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the blue's lighter, but it's definitely less shiny.
Instagram?
What did he say? No. What about Instagram? Did I miss it? Okay. You can fill us in later.
What do you mean? It's still available at Big Bad Toy Store.
How do you know when these guys get solicited? Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's what he said. Instagram too. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. That makes sense.
He's answering.
Yeah.
YouTuber, yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm still here, so keep talking.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, definitely go check out. There's a lot of toy. Like you can even follow Mayfix, Metacom, and you can follow SH Figure Arts on Instagram, and you can even go to like FB groups. That's probably the best way because people find out a lot faster on FB groups sometimes. I know that because a lot of the stuff that I find out, gets leaked is through FB. So go check those out or go to these big groups. There are some big FB groups dedicated to Mayfix, SH Figure Arts, specific brands. So go follow them and notification is on for certain ones, and then you'll get the messages and you'll know right away.
This might be my gateway into collecting the Mayfix DC stuff instead of the.
Let us know how you feel. I'm interested to hear your opinions on it.
No, he's the McFarlane guy. No, he needs to stay at it despite.
No. You're upgrading here, bro. It's like when you go to the Best Western for McFarlane. Now you're going to like the Marriott or something. Hilton. You're going to you're elevating yourself here. That when you get the Batman, when you get the Superman, there's some of the best figures I think DC has. Nightwing. People have their gripes, and I get it. You're never gonna appease anybody, right? Or
Yeah.
everybody. But if you look at it, it looks great. Some of these figures, the wired capes look awesome. Like for example, AI was saying just recently, Cyborg Superman. That brushing of the metal color, oh man, it looks so good. It looks awesome. And then even Steel, you have Steel, right? There you go. See, he just picks it up right there. I wish I had that luxury. I don't. It looks awesome and it feels great. He's so well put together. I can't wait for Superboy. I really can't.
Yeah, I like his face sculpt and everything compared to the McFarlane ones. I have no problems with any of the Super or Batman family.
For real though, I remember missing the first one of it, and I always said if I could get the higher Superman, it might have changed my DC. Wow, that's a spicy meatball you just dropped there, Pack. Oh, we could be talking about a whole different Pack here if he had got the.
His whole
in another dimension. There's another Pack who didn't even collect any of that garbage. I mean, McFarlane stuff.
Be nice.
I'm kidding.
Okay, but would you still buy McFarlane stuff to review them? Because as far as I'm concerned, you're like the default McFarlane.
So here's funny you mentioned that. Eventually, we do want to have a Patreon or a membership platform, and with that, we want to expand what we do, and we will probably cater. Not probably, we will cater to what the members want. So if they say, hey, listen, we want to see you go get some McFarlane figures because we don't know if we want it or not. We want to see a review on it, your take on it. And I'm not going to poo-poo on it. If it's good, it's going to be good. I'm not going to keep it afterwards. I might just give it away to one of the members. But yeah, certain things like that is something that we would probably be looking to do in the near future. So yeah, a membership-driven Patreon or membership program where you guys decide what we want you to what you want us to do. So
he's right though. They do those deep cuts on obscure characters. Like I know everyone makes fun and says he only does Batman, but no, he does obscure characters too that like Mafex will never do.
Oh yeah, there's no way. I think Mafex has specific lines they can only do, like Hush line, gaming lines. They're not allowed to do every character from DC. They have to have, I think, comic or animated based lines. So they're limited to that. That's the deal that I believe McFarlane made a deal with these guys because he owns the rights to DC, right? So he's probably getting a cut from that as well. What else is here? Dar says pack photos. I think it's huge upgrade for McFarlane because it's better quality, way more expensive, but I think it's worth it. Okay, so that's another can of worms there to open up. Some people complain about the price, but when you look at the hands, the accessories, for the most part, there are some duds in Mafex releases where they limit it, very limited, but that's not a dud.
No. He's he said, I want to get Steel. Do you all have that? I'm like, yeah, get him.
Oh, phenomenal figure. The cape is beautiful. Great paint on it. Great figure, yeah. If you're gonna get Superman, get all the Supermans. Why would you not? They're great. So get all the and you got to get black suit with the silver logo and the long hair, the 80s long hair. You got to get that Superman.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we're lucky they even bothered to do like that line, like the Death and Returns of, because they at first they were just sticking to Batman Hush and then Batman Hush characters, and Superman just happened to be one of them, luckily. And then now they're doing Death and Return of Superman characters.
See, if we have a Patreon or something like that, and we have conversations like this, we can actually go and do a full-on, in-depth review of this specific line if anyone requests. We have the figures. Like me and you, we pretty much have all the Mafex that comes out. Like there's stuff that you have that I don't have because
and vice versa.
Yeah, and vice versa. Yeah.
See, Ryan raises a point here, but so he said Mafex hasn't earned the Oh, you took it away.
Sorry,
Mayflex
sorry.
hasn't earned the same respect as Bandai. They're years behind on releases, and they get pushed back even further. They still have QC issues here and there too. Fair enough. But are they doing the characters that people want all the time? No. Like if Bandai did Superman and all those DC characters in the way we want them to, then people would buy those.
Hold my coffee here.
Yeah.
I want to answer this as well too. Did you like? I understand what he's saying, and I agree to a certain point. But SH Figures has also dropped the ball on a lot of lines. Street Fighter, for example, right? They have dropped, and then the nonsense with Dragon Ball.
I barely touched that. I barely touched that.
So every company has their issues, right?
Yeah.
I think he's right about the quality control from the years before. I remember the Wolverine, the first Wolverine, the Tiger Stripe one, right?
Yeah.
That was not a good figure, man. I don't care what anybody says. It had issues. My shoulder kept falling off. It was just such a flimsy figure. It just didn't feel good.
Yeah.
But I have another version that I didn't get, from Marvel Legends, because their Tiger Stripe was very orangey. You remember that one, right? And then afterwards, they started making better ones, like the retro one, the newest one is probably the best one they made. But do you remember the X-Men Wave Apocalypse one?
Which one?
The Wolverine from the Apocalypse one?
Oh, yeah.
That was very orangey, right? It wasn't yellow.
Yeah.
So it kind of bothered me. But they made a yellow one. But again, they had their issues in the past. I'm not saying that they don't have issues right now, but I think a lot of it has been, sort of fixed.
Yeah.
But one thing that we all can agree on, they take forever.
They do
to drop. They do, right?
But also, why limit yourself? Like, why am I'm not going to pick one over the other. If Mayflex releases the Flash, okay, I'm going to get the Flash. If Bandai ever does a comic book Flash, then sure, I'll get that.
I've done it with Mandalorian.
Yeah,
I got both of them because I didn't know which one was going to be the best, so I just bought both of them. And I'm okay with both of them. I mean, yeah, we have stubby neck right on one of them, but if you're a fan of something and you really, really enjoy that or want that character, get both if you can, right? But yeah, exactly. Don't limit yourself. I don't pick and choose what company I want to be allegiant to. If it's something cool from that company, I'll buy it.
And
I don't care.
Like if I'll pick a third party character over a legit one any day if it exists and it's better. Period. Like
yeah, exactly. Yeah, like there's
like
there's a lot of Transformers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of third party. Like it's crazy. I remember when the idea was being talked about. I actually talked to somebody who owned a toy store in Richmond, Vancouver area, and they were going to be one of the first people to make a third party Transformer line, and they did. They went back to Hong Kong and they made it. And I bought some of their stuff, and I thought it was really good. But then the bar just kept getting higher and higher for these third-party companies. It just kept getting better and better for Transformers. Now it's flooded. Now everybody's got a third-party company everywhere. But it's good because there's a lot of Transformers fans that want specific looks. And they also want obscure characters. They also want reimagined characters. And even brand new that don't fit the Transformers, are not in the Transformer world, but can be put into the collection as a alternate universe kind of thing. So I think for Transformers fans, they've got a ton of options when it comes to customization. AI says here, SH Figure has done the best Harrison Ford face sculpt with the Indiana Jones, and it's damn near perfect. I couldn't agree more, man. This is awesome. The face. I'm talking specifically about the face. The sculpting is so good. They even have the 5 o'clock shadow on him too. It looks really good. And he's got 3 different faces. He's got a smiley one, an angry one, and a normal looking one. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how the joints are on this thing. I haven't opened it up yet. I definitely will plan on this weekend taking a look at all the accessories he comes with as well. But man, I might do a review on it. I need to get back into figure reviewing stuff. So we'll see. I've got a lot of things going on right now that I want to do in terms of figure stuff. But this Indiana Jones, man, oof, so good. So good.
I get your issue with Mezco. If they have armor, or if it's a character like King Conan or any of the Conans, really, like I have the previous two, I like those. It's I don't know, like
sorry. Oh, when is SH Figuarts gonna make a Shia LaBeouf Indiana Jones figure? He might not give them their rights, so he has to give the rights to his likeness too, right? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off on the.
Oh no, he's
what
just
Darth was saying.
he said he doesn't like Mezco because of their soft goods. I'm like, yeah, that's fair.
Hey, you know what? To each their own, and I understand where you're coming from, because there's a lot of people that love that Mezco Wolverine, the tiger stripe one, and I don't like it. I feel his pants looks like diapers, but that's just me. But there's a lot of people that absolutely love that figure, and they were falling over themselves to get it, and they're completely happy with that figure, and that's fine. It's their money, and they love that look. Good for them. But for me, it was like, no, I'm good. I passed on that figure. I had an opportunity to buy it. I said, no, I'm good. I'm happy with stuff that I'm getting from Aphex and from Marvel Legends. But speaking of that, they nuked my wallet this morning, Mezco. So, I'm having my morning tea, and they're like, oh, by the way, just to let you know, here's an email reminding you that Fantastic Four set is on the way to Mezco.
Yeah. How much was that?
I'm like, oh God, that's like $400 US.
You can't do installments.
I'll pay it. It just was caught off guard, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, hey, I'm expecting this anyway, so I'm good. But what I didn't expect is 2 minutes later, I get another email from them like, oh, by the way, Doctor Doom is on the way as well. And I'm like,
Yeah, they
oh.
had to. They got to release both at the
I
same
was
time.
like, really? You couldn't wait a month? You had to do it all together. Ooh, it's gonna nuke it, the wallet.
Now you guys got me opening Dragon Ball stuff.
See here, example, Mezco Spider-Man 2099 is fantastic. I like it, you like it, Pack, but there's a lot of people that did not like it and
He
hated
looked like
it.
footy pajama Spidey.
There you go. See, D is a hater. He's one of those haters, right? He's toxic. He just hates everything.
Mr. I hate McFarlane is toxic.
And we have really went out there, so. But
yeah,
anyways,
we didn't even get to toy talk.
Let's rein back in here, otherwise we'll be here forever.
We can just talk while I open toys. I don't care.
Save it for the Patreon, please. We just sit there and open toys and eat food and give out gifts to people. Here. Dar says, I agree, Alvin. I don't like that Wolverine. A coworker had him and held him, played him, and it seemed cheap. I don't know. It's so many choices out there. If somebody gravitates towards one and it makes them happy, then at the end of the day, that's the whole thing. That's the whole purpose of it, right? We collect to give us a bit of happiness, and if it does that, great. All right, let's get into toy talks of the week. Or unless you're still opening up toy. What are you opening?
Gogeta.
Well, how long has that been in the dust?
I just resealed it.
Oh, why?
Oh, when I moved and I never brought him back out.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it. Okay.
Toy talk. So
unfortunately, it's funny you say that. I've got like Dragon Balls in the
game. I see them in your shelf. I see them like outside.
No, there's stuff in the other side of the other part of the basement's not open. Anyways, go on.
So, where is it now? Oh no. Unfortunately, there wasn't really any McFarlane figures to show.
Oh, that's a shame.
Except for these.
There's always excepts.
I didn't put them on the slide because there's just too many. You got the McFarlane Warcraft figures, but that's what they are. They're figures. They don't articulate. At best, you can
wait. They call them figures?
Yeah.
Shouldn't they call them statues?
They're basically statues.
If they don't move, they're statues. How can you call that a figure?
I don't know what to tell you, man. But yeah,
am I wrong here, chat? Am I wrong to say that this is a statue, not a figure?
It's like the old school McFarlane stuff. Now, I don't know if anyone's excited for these. I think Ryan might have been the only one who was curious about the Warcraft stuff. But now that they're shown to be, Warcraft? He does.
That stuff came out in the 90s, bro.
I'm pretty sure he does. I don't know what he's playing. On Discord, it always says, "Oh, Ryan, I'm playing blah 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 blah." These are worse than the old age WoW figures. Oh no, he's playing Diablo. That's what it is.
Diablo. Okay, yeah, that's still old too. That's like 20 years. plus. Right, the game I think came out like 20 years. I don't know. I know Diablo's old.
So you got your orcs here. I take it you don't want any of these.
He hasn't played WoW in like 8 years. He says
It was Diablo. I don't pay much attention to you, but I knew it was something, and it was Diablo.
blah 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 blah. You getting any of these?
No.
Is anybody getting any of these?
I might have got a dragon.
Okay.
But they don't move, so there's absolutely no.
I'm going to tell you right now. This Rodimus could be the king of all daddy Rodimuses.
Okay.
I'm slowly peeling it out here. Slowly.
Like here are his dragons. So this is a big disappointment. Like imagine if he just made articulated dragons.
People will lose their minds.
And I'm sure he has that in the works. I would
probably grab a couple of them.
He has that in the works, but no dice.
Yeah, goes no chance.
So pass for you, I take it.
Yeah, no. But you're right, though. If it was articulated, I know it's not easy to, or is it? I don't know.
It is, I don't know. People do it all the time.
Do they name an articulated dragon? I don't know.
They're all third party. That
yeah, they don't pay any licensing fees.
Yeah. That what was it called? The Zoic ones, the cyber dinosaurs. Those new Kickstarter.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He did some dragons.
Yeah. There you go. Did the wings like flap around and stuff too?
The wings are articulated.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess by the third party was I don't know, but I think for the most part, if they articulate somewhat, people would buy them, right? They're statues to me.
Yeah. Now we also have the Ramen Toys Sewer Lair. I don't know if you need this or not. I doubt it. I don't think you even have the space. This thing was pretty big.
Is it already available to buy?
No, they were just showing off the scale of it and everything.
I'm gonna buy it.
Are you?
Yeah, I want both the cartoon and the standard one.
It's nice that they did that because
actually, you know what? I'll probably buy the cartoon one only.
Yeah.
I don't need the standard one.
It's funny because I was showing people like who have the Toon Turtles one, the detailed version, because that's all I knew about. Like, oh, it doesn't really fit with my Toon Turtles. But now they did a cartoony one. It just solved their problem, and it was smart of them to do that.
You know what's bothering me with this?
What?
So if you look at the cartoon ones at the bottom, right? The extended version and the regular one.
Yeah.
The sewer pipe that comes out of the regular one is not on the other side.
Yeah, that's what people want. People want that pipe.
No, but if I want to, let's say if I buy both of them, I want to connect the two of them. I see
what you mean. Yeah.
I can't. Because there's a brick wall where the pipe goes, right? So
yeah, you have to turn it backwards.
If they had that, I would buy both. Like that's such a how do you not see that?
They might.
I hope they have additional pieces they're gonna do.
This looks like
it looks like a
regular. But here's the scale. Let me remove this.
I'm gonna get full size of that sewer for sure.
It's hard to see, but like that's pretty big. Like it takes up the entire table.
Is that 2 or 1?
That's that was the previous one here. So that was the one on the left. Strictly the one on the left. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that's pretty big.
I'm getting the cartoon one. I'm not gonna get the other one. Not that I don't want it. It doesn't make sense for me to have both.
Yeah.
The one on the bottom is gonna get more use out of it.
And then they also revealed their
God damn,
I'm just gonna call it the battle van here for Punisher.
The A-Team.
The A-Team. You could use it for Punisher. So you're getting this too?
Oh yeah.
Fully operational doors.
So good. I have the pre-order for the ramen, the Vengeance.
Oh,
the not Vengeance vehicle.
What are you going to use it for?
to park it in my display here.
Just a random car?
Well, I have a McDonald's drive-through. Oops, did I leave that out? I have a McDonald's drive-through here with the sign and everything, so a car can actually pull up an order on here. So I'm hoping I can do both. This one, have the Punisher ask for a Big Mac, and then also ask if the Ghost Rider goes in there, says, "Can I get a Blizzard because it's really hot?" Get it? He's burning up.
Yes, Dad.
Shut up.
But yeah, good size, decent. And then on to 1/6 scale. I don't watch this show. I don't read the manga. I don't know if anyone cares about Spy Family. But you have the 3-0.
Spy Family. Looks pretty cool.
Have you seen that show? Do your kids watch it?
No.
What else we got? You were talking about Keanu Reeves today. They have a John Wick Hot Toys.
Oh, this is so tempting.
Is it? I was curious. I was curious if you're gonna.
I love John Wick. I love the character. I love the movies.
So there was, speaking of Hot Toys, if they do one suit in the game, a specific one, I will buy it. They haven't revealed it yet, but I'm hoping they do. And I can't spoil it, but I may go down a slippery slope. I might have to get 2, depending on if they release both of them.
Wait, what do you mean?
Two Gamerverse Hot Toys. If they do the 2 suits I'm talking about.
You know that gift that Chris Pratt does in The Office or something?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that is a slope you don't want to go to, my friend.
But it's just those two strictly.
Which two exactly are you gonna get?
I can't say it without spoiling it for you.
Okay,
or people playing. Yeah.
Okay. Shh, I don't want to hear
it. John Wick here. He always has a lot of accessories, hands, those assassin coins. I forgot the name of them. I don't remember him using a bow and arrow. Maybe he did in the third one or the second one with Halle Berry in the desert. And then you have Kane here. He was my favorite character in the last movie.
Yeah,
I think he even comes with the sensors, the doorbells that he fought with because he's blind. So how 50-50 or what? What are you thinking? Like how close are you to buying it?
Oh man, I'm gonna look into it during Black Friday because they have deals sometimes. So I'll look into it. Let's see. So this is looking really good.
Let me put you full.
Oof.
How are the joints? Good. No stupid flaps that fall off like Megatron.
Pretty good, man.
Are the wings on the back die cast or plastic?
They come off.
Oh, do they? Okay.
I hope you can hear it. Yeah, it's solid, man. Solid looking figure.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's good. Do you want me to put it side by side with Nemesis?
Yeah.
To give you a size comparison, guys. Okay, so let's do Nemesis and this guy side by side. By the way, you got Nemesis, right?
No.
What?
I didn't need him. I didn't need him.
You don't need him.
What do I need him for?
So here they are side by side.
Go up higher.
Sorry. Right there. They're lined up.
Yeah. He doesn't have the same type of flaps like Megatron had, right? That you like plug in, like on his.
No, they are flaps here, and
like
they
on his hips.
They are plug-in. They are plug-in.
Oh, they are okay.
But they're pretty soft. There's only 2 of them. Right there.
That's not bad at all. Oh, they're hinged.
Yeah. But I think they can come off easily if you pull on them.
Yeah.
But they're not flimsy like Megatron's.
Okay, that's good.
That was probably the most disappointing MDLX of all the ones that we have. Because he barely came with accessories.
Yeah, he came with hands.
This guy has a lot of accessories, and so did Nemesis. Nemesis, I think, has the same amount of accessories as Optimus did.
Yeah, they're basically the same.
Yeah.
Megatron just came with hands and a gun, but you're never going to take off.
Yeah. That's such a disappointment. Because I was looking around, I'm like, did I drop my box somewhere
Yeah.
with the rest of its stuff? So yeah, he looks good, man. He's gonna look great. This line is not that line, but the MDS line,
MDLX, yeah.
it's really killer, man. Like, oof. And you had to drop that in the middle of the night and run away like a weasel.
Who sideswipe? Yeah.
Yeah, like a weasel. Yeah, leave this right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised they went that route. Like, I wish they'd went Ratchet and Ironhide route. That's what I wish they went first.
Why are you surprised though?
Because I was surprised why that character of all the characters you have, why that one? Because if you did Ironhide, you could easily do Ratchet right away. Boom, done. Right? Just like you did Bumblebee. You'd get, I mean, I know you could do other versions, but of all the figures, like, I don't know why. But I'm excited to see if they're going to do, like, I'm excited for Starscream. I hope he turns out really good. Because I know with that, they're going to make Thundercracker. They're going to make so many other ones, like Ramjet. So I'm excited for that. And then I'm hoping Soundwave. Now they did a Soundwave, but it was a different, like, it was like the movie would look, right? The MDLX line.
Yeah, and it was the big one. It was DLX.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to do. That's gonna look awesome. I think they're gonna do a really good job with Soundwave. Shockwave, yeah, Shockwave would be cooler too. They got something here, man. They got something here. And then, of course, let's do the smell test. Do they smell like machine and oil? Not that much. Optimus more. Not this one.
All right, I'm gonna have to return him then.
All right. Anyways, I keep cutting you off. I apologize.
Oh, it's fine. The Americans know him as Servo from Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. In Japan, he's Gridman. 3-0, of course, you have good quality with that stuff. If anyone likes the Sentai and are into kaiju battling, you can pick this up. I don't even know if anyone remembers this character or not, but
he looks cool.
Yeah. The show is corny, but it was like this. It was like Power Rangers, just Japanese footage sent to the States, and they made a show about it.
Well, he looks really good.
Yeah.
Ooh, big. 12-inch?
Yeah, but he does change. He's like Ultraman. Like, he grows. He's Ultraman inside of a computer.
Oh, I gotcha.
So he fights like viruses that come into the real world and vice versa. So
interesting.
And then you mentioned him today. What was it? Mutant Man C?
Mutant Man C.
By Present Toys.
Not at all Cyclops. Not at all.
I've seen a few of these things. There's Nightcrawler, Colossus, Jean, Rogue. They always look a little bit off.
This guy's just got a bulge that you cannot ignore. He's just nursing a semi. Just packing some heat. Mutant Man C.
So you're gonna get him?
I don't know.
That was your review.
I mean, it's a heavy hitter, all right. The C stands for something.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Rein it in.
Oh, yeah. So
rein it back in, Elvin.
So obviously I pre-ordered two. One to box, one to. What do you say? Just right in front of you.
If you're listening to us and you're wondering why we're laughing like a bunch of crazy people, come to our YouTube channel and watch. Then you'll know why. So this is 1/12 scale, right? Yeah. Sorry, no, 1/6 scale. 1/6 scale.
Yeah, they're 1/6.
Why are you laughing?
Because I read A's comment and he's like, they announced more figures than they actually release. They have a whole lineup of renders, beautiful renders, but
none of it shows up ever. Anyways,
did that Rogue come out?
I don't know. Can we just move on to the next slide?
To zoom in, I can't zoom in.
No, we're good.
There's Roman Key's prototype for I don't know what this thing is.
Monkey King.
It's a robotic monkey king. I
He
don't
looks
have
pretty
any.
cool.
I have any other info, but I want it. And it says at Venture, VENCHAR.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna be waiting a very long time. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. I just thought it looked cool.
Well, with that attitude,
Oh, it's not an attitude.
you think you're better than him?
This looks awesome.
Yeah, I want it. I know you're over the whole animal thing. Does
Yeah,
it count if they're a god though?
I love. I don't know. I just can't. I can't add to what is already getting overwhelming. I just
Okay.
gotta rein in what I
Yeah.
need to pick. Like, I want to go into 2024. Oh God!
Speaking of reining in,
There goes the reining in. I was so mad. I was just about to go to bed, and you dropped this on me. I was like, oh, why now? Ugh. So good.
oh, just in case you're curious, Present Toys has a deluxe version in case you want it, which goes for $283, or you can get your standard one for $239. I'm not sure which one you prefer.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
So side swipe here, you're obviously getting it.
Yep.
You've gotten all of them so far. Oh, maybe not Cliff Jumper. Was that Cliff Jumper?
I'm waiting for Club Nitro somewhere to be on sale. Probably this Black Friday they'll be on sale.
Yeah, okay.
Then I'll pick them up.
Oh yeah, side swipe looks great. They always look great.
It's crazy how it hits you in the nostalgia, but it gives you the upgrade of this generation. You know what I mean? Like, it does it so well. People complain, oh, it doesn't transform and all that stuff. I don't know. I don't care.
I don't
Personally,
display mine transformed on bot mode. I only know a handful of people who actually transform them, Jeff. And that's fine then, because he actually does what they're supposed to do. But I see people who are like, they don't transform. Like, the last time you transformed your Transformers, we were 16 years old. And we're 30 years old. Like,
the only Transformers that I've ever kept transform are the Dinobots. Because I like the dinosaurs more than I like the actual robotic. And that's just me, right? But other than that, like, I don't remember any other Transformer that I would leave in vehicle mode. So, yeah, I can't wait. Not feeling Sideswipe's arm kibble.
I don't mind it, actually. It just looks like a shield or something that he can punch
Yeah.
with. It reminds me of Cap in whatever, when he has those Wakanda shields.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't mind it either.
It's no worse than the actual figures. So
you know what I'm going to lose my mind, though, is when they announce Jazz. Oh my
man.
God. Oh. Whew. Getting hot and bothered right now just talking about it. I'm going to lose my mind if they do Jazz. And they better do it that white, bright white. It better not be gray, not be toned down. Like, I want vibrant white. Put that, and then put the decals like bright colors. That's what I want. Like, this guy is vibrant.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. This guy's got some great colors here.
Comic book edition Megatron.
Yeah. Pass.
Same Megatron, but I give them credit. They changed the chest plate up a little bit.
Well, they have to make it a little bit different and get their money on it, right? I'm just surprised why it didn't have as much stuff as the other ones. Like, he doesn't have his ball of chain.
Oh yeah, man.
Like, how do you not have that? Like, you gave Optimus his axe. Because I was looking for it when I opened it. I'm like, where's the rest of this stuff? Like, where is his ball of chain? So, kind of disappointed with that one.
I still like the look of him. Like, he's
the look
they all look beautiful, but it's just
he looks good.
Yeah.
It's just, for the price you're paying, why did it, are they going to give us another version? Besides these two, are they going to give us an ultimate version or something? That's going to suck.
I could picture that too. Him I wanted. It was the third party Primus from
and how much is this guy going for?
I think it's gonna be like $700.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
USD?
No, that would be. Let me see here. I'm curious now. Obviously, I'm not getting
Did
it.
you get the Galvatron?
No, that's why I'm not getting this one. If I had Galvatron, I would get this.
I think
It's
Galvatron has the
579.
Galvatron price gone up?
Are you talking about Unicron?
Sorry, Unicron.
It's probably gone up.
Okay.
It's 540 Canadian. So
This does look awesome, though.
I don't know. Maybe. The more I look at it, the more I want it. And I'm not a big Transformers guy, so I don't care if I miss out on him. Like this won't make or break me. I saw people complaining about the look. I'm like, what do you want exactly? Like
I don't like how the gray shines.
they just said it was ugly. I'm like, fair enough, but they also like this character. So what is ugly about it? But they never really describe it.
Is this the next Hasbro Pulse exclusive HasLab coming up?
I don't know. I have no idea what they're doing. No, they're doing.
They sat up and took notice.
Yeah,
I
don't know what they're doing. Yeah, but when they take notice, they do weird things.
This is true.
Unless it's Ghostbusters, which funded in what, like 10 hours?
2 seconds. Yeah, this looks awesome. Oh my god, he looks.
People
really
like
good.
the G1 look, but it doesn't. G1 doesn't do it for me. Like they just look like bricks.
Yeah,
which is okay, but I like the details. I like the fine details. They're still robots after all.
Yeah.
And then of course he transforms. Then what else we have here? What's up next? Oh, another one. So AI, I think, got the previous Leonardo. This one is a transformable one.
Is it Lego?
It looks like Lego, doesn't it? But no, it's the same Hot Toys or Heat Boys or whatever it's called.
Heat Boys.
Comes with a mini Leonardo pilot, and it transforms into the party wagon.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
And then pre-orders
Holy
for Raph.
smokes.
Pre-orders for Raph.
Busy there, Raph.
He looks like a linebacker. He just looks like he's like. He looks
over,
like he's on the
bend
gridiron.
over. And what does he transform into?
This one doesn't transform. So you got your four brothers that are just straight up mechs, and then for whatever reason they released the party wagon, which also happens to be Leonardo.
Okay.
So Leonardo gets two. Maybe they're doing 4 different party wagons, or maybe one's a blimp, because they have those classic vehicles, right? So we'll see.
Yeah.
What did he say? I released this before we get the other brothers. Yeah, see? It's weird. So they're releasing this before they release the other 3.
Weird.
And then we were talking about this. This is the DreamWorks Voltron. So it's different than the classic one. It has an updated look. Like the arms are different. They're more rounded than the like squared ones from your previous. What company were those? The Soul of Chokogan and I don't remember. 3-0. And you liked both of them, but
they both had their pros and cons.
The cheaper one you liked more, I think.
It was better put together.
Okay. Both die-cast? Both have die-cast?
Yeah. This looks awesome too.
I do like that it is the modern show one, so people aren't like I have 2 other ones. I don't need this one too. So if you really, really are a Voltron fan, you could get this one. I did like the show a lot.
The team here are trying to push me to get it.
It'd be a nice review. A 3-way side-by-side comparison.
You hush.
But it is $700. I think $749. So, so I understand
that's
why you would not.
Pills.
Yeah, $999. Sorry, $994.99 Canadian.
Oh my god.
So yeah, no judgment if you pass.
I'm probably going to pass. It's expensive.
Yeah. Looks nice though.
It does.
Die-cast, light up features.
Oh, it lights up too?
The lines separate, and the lines get their upgrades from the show because the lines have individual upgrades themselves.
Oh, this is a tough one. Now I'm thinking about it. No, I must not.
See, the local store here has them, so I wouldn't have to ship it. But still, I'm not going to do that.
Oh man.
Like, it's so much money. I'm pretty sure they'll make you put a down payment on it.
Oh, 100%.
Because the store normally is like, no, you can pay when they come in. But no, if something that much,
No, they're not going to bring that in and you bail on them.
Yeah.
Right. It's probably going to be like a $50 deposit or $100 deposit. What else we got?
Oh, they look so good.
Yeah.
So I was curious, are you getting these ones? It's the concept art from Bumblebee. Rumble, you just got Frenzy. Different
No, I
don't know if
want
you call them
the
different
original look.
Okay, so you don't care about this look at all?
No. Not my cup of tea.
Are you one of those guys who argue about the red versus blue color
No.
scheme for the whole?
I don't care. What's that line? First we, shake it and then we crack the nuts. What's that line that he says? I forgot.
I don't remember.
Do you remember the movie? They're both like banging on the sound blaster's glass, and then we crack the nuts. That's so funny.
I kind of want this now that you said that.
Just get the original ones.
Yeah. I do like the look of this. Oh, first we crack the shell, then we crack the nuts.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
First we crack the shell, and then we crack the nuts.
Do you have concept art Megatron?
No, I got my Megatron MDLX.
Yeah.
We're good.
I'm surprised they made it look like this, though. But the more I look at it, the more I see wrong with it. Like, his legs look long as hell.
Shush you.
Do you think Elvin cares what you can't even tell Unicron from Galvin?
It's been a long day. Relax there. Jeffrey.
Star Wars. Are you a Padme fan?
I am, but I'm not buying that.
You're not buying this?
No, I'm good.
I didn't even include everyone because I don't care.
I just don't. I don't.
I
care
figured
about
you would
either.
You don't care about Anakin?
Yeah, he's cute, but no, I'm good. He comes with a bag, and that's about it. Thanks, Star Wars. Gonna charge me $45 Canadian, probably. Thanks.
Now here you care about these. You care about these.
Yes, I already pre-ordered this.
Did you?
Yes.
Tell the listeners what we have here and why you're excited for it.
Do
you like Metalhead?
Sorry?
I said, do you like? Is he?
It's
fan
Cobra.
favorite?
Cobra's Metalhead Deluxe Edition. He comes with a plethora of accessories, multiple guns, a knife, a couple of heads, helmets, and then he's got his rockets that attach to the back. He's got 6 of them in various stages. Then he's got this Dr. Octavius type of attachment on the back. I think he looks phenomenal, and I cannot wait. It looks awesome. Some people are not liking it.
What's not to why? What's the problem?
They're like, oh, the missiles aren't painted properly.
I mean, really? Oh, like, do they want it like silver and detail?
Yeah. They were like, have small gripes. Just paint it yourself. It's not hard.
I mean, so far I have yet to see one that was painted correct. Like, all of their accessories are pretty straightforward and just bland. What did I say? This had me excited for Iron Grenadiers. Can't wait to troop build them. Oh yeah,
it's a line. So yeah, Iron Grenadiers is a line. This one's Metalhead.
Yeah.
So like Tiger Force. There's gonna be characters from there. So yeah, army building is gonna be awesome.
Now I know you are picking and choosing what to army build. What's your limit? Like, are you gonna army build the Iron Grenadiers?
Well, if they're different characters, then I'll buy them. But if there's the same characters for army building, I think max is gonna be 4 for me for anything. I'm not gonna go past that. Just a sheer space reasons. Oh man, I saw this.
Mutt and Junkyard. I knew you were getting this right away. You didn't even hesitate.
I didn't even hesitate. I actually bought 3 of them, and then I realized I'm overkilling that, and I went back to 1.
So you know how at your toy sale when Jeff was like, "Why do you have 3 of these? What is wrong with you?"
I went back and got rid of 2. Okay,
because I was like, "What purpose would you need 3?"
I've learned.
You teased yourself.
This is so good. I loved Mutt and Junkyard when I was a kid.
what reason? Like, I'm not making fun of you anymore.
Because
I'm
I love
serious.
dogs.
No, I mean, no, not why you like them. Why would you consider buying 3 of the same character? Just out of
Oh
curiosity.
no, I got excited. I'm like, I'll have one sealed.
Yeah.
I'll have one that I'll open up, and then one I could maybe paint it differently.
Okay,
Maybe
that's fine.
because I don't know if they're gonna come back. It's gonna be a while before they come back and do a retro of this guy because it's a deluxe package. I could be totally wrong and they just announce it next week, but I
You
would
saw
love,
it here first.
yeah,
here's the deluxe box.
because I would love the retro colors as well. Not that I'm saying this is not good. I
Yeah.
love this look too, but I would love a retro color version.
Actually, that is true. They are getting better at the releasing the retro ones close to the original release date, I think.
Yeah,
I might be wrong. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but
I'm wondering if they will scale back the retro packaging and not give us that many options because the packaging is smaller, right?
yeah.
So I'm wondering if they're going to just give us one of the heads for the dog and maybe drop a couple of hands. Maybe one of the goggles goes missing, and that will be able to squeeze that into the retro packaging. I wonder if they're going to do that. I would love to have all of this in, all the accessories that it comes with in a retro packaging. I don't know if they can do it. Yeah, but definitely buy for me. What? Why, Alvin? Why? You're on mute.
Oh, I was just saying I missed one.
Oh
So-
no, that's okay. It's just, you didn't miss anything. Keep on going.
You got panel lining Rhinox here. So many
This
flaps.
looks on the left. I kid you not. This looks like after Taco Tuesdays for me. This is what floats in the bowl.
Like, it's nice that they tried to hide like the gaps and everything, but now you have all these panel lines and flaps. It's hard. Either you have kibble or you have this.
You call that kibble?
Well, no. Either you have kibble, like the
excrement.
backpack.
Excrements is a better word for it.
So
I'm not a big fan of Beast Wars.
Yeah, I know. I figured you weren't.
I like a few characters here and there. I mean, they're always going to be second for me. G1 is always my favorite, my go-to Transformers. But I understand there's a big following for these guys because there was a lot of fans. They're a bit younger than me. This was their Transformers. They got introduced to this.
I liked it, like I admit that. But to me, it only works in prehistoric era. Like, you're not going to be a 20-foot gorilla with exposed wires hiding. Like, it's supposed to be robots in disguise. You're not disguising yourself if you're a 40-foot bee. So like, it doesn't make sense.
Wow, that's a big gorilla there.
So that was my problem with the movie. Like, how are these guys going to coexist in the world where these robots are hiding in plain sight? That's the premise. That's what made them like alluring. That's what made people like them. They're hiding in plain sight. No, they're not hiding. People just accepted these ones exist and like kept them a secret. I don't care if that's a spoiler because you should have saw it by now if you really wanted to.
No, they bait and switch these guys too in the movie.
Yeah,
you saw very little of these guys.
Yeah,
and that's I'm saying this from a person that thinks these are second best in the Transformer lore, but I felt for the people that went into the theater thinking they're going to be front and center for most of the movie,
or at least in robot mode a lot.
Yeah, because the trailers led you to believe that.
Yeah,
right. So I fell for that. I'm like, that's that's a kick in the pills for these guys not getting their fame. Are you getting this?
Oh no, I don't have any of the Beast Wars.
I do have. I think I have 10 of them. I think I have 10 of them.
I have one specific character I like, and it's Depth Charge.
Okay.
If they made a studio series or whatever they're called, size of that, then I'd get it.
I got Optimus Primal. I got Megatron.
Like the MP ones.
No, not the expensive ones.
Oh, okay.
From Hasbro.
Oh, from like the Netflix.
The War of Cybertron, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And the Kingdom, right?
Yeah.
Kingdom series. I got those. I'm okay with those. That's good.
Yeah, it's good for your desk.
Yeah.
Pax says that's exactly why I didn't like that movie. Beast Wars was my G1 growing up, and they barely had any dialogue in that movie.
Yeah,
and
man.
They stayed in beast mode, and they turned Jazz into Mirage for some weird reason. So like they just did whatever they want. Bumblebee learned from all the like hate the Bay movies got. They simplified it, made their looks G1-ish, but modernized. Like the Cybertron scene, the introduction, that was beautiful. But then in this one, they started going all Bay again and just took liberties left and right. That didn't make sense. Started giving names to characters that are different characters in the history. Giving them goofy accents just because. Badasses who have like sweet visors. They made a nerd with thick glasses for some reason because robots need glasses. I'm actually surprised they didn't ruin Arcee. Like I'm 100%.
Yeah, I know. I was really shocked.
I liked her too, though, so that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. They don't get it. A lot of it has to do with probably Hasbro wanting to sell more merchandise.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, no, we need new robots or new looks of these robots. Because if they're the same as the other ones, people are not going to buy them. That's so wrong in every level. Because you can make another version. You've made 1 million Optimus Primes. And people still buy them. So you can easily have them look like the other predecessors. And people still buy them. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh. That was horrible. I was like, what?
And it's funny because they're like, no, like they can't even decide if they're a reboot or not. Because Bumblebee was a straight up reboot. Like it makes no sense to tie it to the other ones because they're on Earth for the first time here, but you see them on coming to Earth the first time in the Michael Bay ones, right? So did they leave and then come back and then forget that they were here? And then in the last night,
what happened, Dee? This is what happened. They went to Mars and they found this lost temple, and then they came back, and during their descent from the atmosphere, the fire, fried some of their memory circuits.
Yeah,
and that's why they can't remember. Then they had to also scan themselves back into vehicles because they forgot they were vehicles. They were stripped naked when they went to Mars to blend in with the Martians.
Like people still try to tell me they're all connected. Like, no, like it doesn't make sense. Sorry. Especially like because they put Bumblebee fighting in World War II, which is just the corniest thing I've ever heard. They were there freeing the slaves with Harriet. They were there with Harriet Tubman. They were there with King Arthur. Like, I swear, they just went nuts. They went nuts.
I couldn't believe they went the King Arthur route. I could not believe they did that. I'm like, first of all, you're ruining the mythos of King Arthur. Please don't destroy that and tarnish that. And then you just went off total left field on Transformers, and I just couldn't watch it. Like I stopped watching that movie about 45 minutes in. I just couldn't do it anymore. It was so bad. Actually, no, I'm lying. I watched that thing about an hour of it.
I didn't do it. I couldn't do it.
I just couldn't. As soon as they started talking about handing a sword off, and I'm like, oh my God, this is bad.
I didn't even see what the deal was with that, him being a knight and all that. But that was the last of it.
Yes.
Now what do we have here? We're going to segue into, speaking of reboots or backtracking.
Yes.
Marvel reportedly considers bringing back original Avengers cast for the new movie. What did Pac say? All I know is they better make a shy Indiana Jones figures that transform into Sam Witwicky. I didn't mind Sam in Transformers.
If you had to pick one Transformer movie besides the ones from Bay, the first one was probably the best one.
Strictly only one I liked. I liked one.
Yeah.
Because he was like new. Like I forgive them doing the human thing because he was us. Like he was the viewer. He was thrown into this world with like robots. And then they killed Jazz. So that was stupid of them.
Yeah.
But then after a while, it just got crazy.
And Megan Fox, she knew how to fix a car. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Best thing ever.
Yeah.
I just think the first one had so much suspense too, because it's the first time you're seeing them on this big screen, like having.
And then they made them ugly though, like ugly.
Well, when I saw Jazz as a Saturn, Chevy GMC Saturn, I was like, what? Why is Jazz this weird car that got discontinued? It should be an iconic vehicle, but we didn't realize at the time that GM had made a deal with Transformers to just do their only cars, and that was a massive mistake. You cannot have one car company and all the Autobots only scan that one car.
They're conveniently all.
Yeah, they all landed at the GM factory.
Yeah.
That would have made more sense if they just dropped at the GM's factory, right? They're all walking around. Oh man. Oh, but yeah, and then the flames on Optimus, man, dude, Michael Bay did not care.
No.
Did not care what anybody thought.
His potty humor.
Yeah. All he wanted to do is keep bringing Victoria's Secret models into the show, which I'm not complaining, but that's all he was focused on is how many beautiful models that can get into the movies.
You have to pace yourself, Bay.
Yeah. Something he doesn't know about. Did you ever see him sponsored by Samsung at a convention? Did you ever see that?
No.
Oh, it's the funniest thing ever. He gets sponsored by Samsung to show up there to introduce one of their new TVs. This is a while back, I think 4 or 5 years ago. And he forgot what to say. And he just walked right out. He just literally walks right out. And this guy was paid money to show up. The guy standing there holding the little
You could just peace out.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I gotta go. See you later. Bye. And he just walks right out. It was so funny. You can find that on YouTube one day. You'll laugh. Michael Bay just imploding.
I'll look it up after. Did he even seem sorry though, or was he just like, I'm done?
No, he didn't care.
Okay.
He didn't care. I don't know what you're talking about, AI. I was there for the robots.
You little pervert.
So yeah, Marvel. Let's get into this. Marvel reportedly considering bringing back original Avengers cast. This is from it broke out from Variety, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Variety is the source for this, and apparently they have the little powwows every year. Kevin Feige and his team, and usually they're high-fiving and gloating about how awesome they were and how many billions they made. But the last meeting wasn't as great. They weren't doing, they weren't doing the train. They weren't doing limbos at the retreat. They were panicking a little bit.
But that's their own fault, and it's one of those things where they didn't listen to their audience until it was too late. And it's not even that they have to bring these characters back. That just shows you still how out of touch they are. Like, oh, we're not as popular as we used to be. We need to bring back the old cast. No, you need to write better stories. What you did is you tried to make it diverse as soon as possible, and you crammed all of your diversity one after another, one after another, one after another. You had She-Hulk, you had Shuri, you had Ironheart. Ironheart had no business being in that movie. I'm sorry, but like, oh my God. So you're introducing the B team. Like Spider-Man gets a pass because he was hyped up since Civil War, and he was brought in slowly, and then he had his solo movie, and then another solo movie, Avengers. Like, he deserves to be there, but you do see him make mistakes on the way. He's still considered like a young hero that no one takes seriously. Like, we get it. But Shuri comes in, is like, okay, they didn't take her seriously, but by the end of the movie, she's the Black Panther. We get it. The Chadwick situation was very touch and go. Either you recast him or you give up on his franchise entirely. I honestly, they were put in a tough situation. But then you brought in Ironheart, and then you tried to push her on us as the next Iron Man.
Yeah, no.
They're doing all these weird things. We didn't hate
do we need 3 Miss Marvels?
No. And
are people clamoring for Miss Marvel content?
Me and you were discussing this, like, they are. It's funny that they're ruining the younger one's trajectory by putting Brie Larson in her. Like, the younger one,
I feel bad for the other two. I honestly do.
Like Rambo, I don't care about. Whatever, she's a side character. But Miss Marvel,
she's gonna get thrown into that same pile of done that Brie's putting herself into.
Yeah.
Right. And so is the young girl who from all accounts, I didn't watch that one because it wasn't for me, but I heard that her show was not bad.
Popular, and she knows her stuff. Like, she spits facts out.
Oh yes, I did see the red carpet stuff. She knows her stuff.
Yeah, she even corrected them. She's like, I don't care what they say. This is not 616. I'm like, absolutely, you're absolutely right. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, kudos for her. Yeah.
What did they say? they really should have planted an Avengers film to plant in the general public. Okay, this is the Avengers team now. I think because they didn't, it just confuses the general audience. Well, they were leading up to that with War Machine, Falcon. I forgot what movie it was. At the end, they had like the B-lister team.
Civil War.
Yeah, okay.
No. Is it Civil War?
No.
Was it Avengers 2?
It was one of them where Cap says Avengers and it cuts off before he says assemble.
Yeah.
But either way, you're also undoing the B-list team with your Secret Invasion show and Loki. Like, you're undoing previous things you've set up. So I think they just have a writing problem. I don't even care that it's not RDJ or Scarlet Joe.
I think it's a bit of that too, but I also think that they thought their B-list characters are going to carry them to the next generation. They really thought that Falcon, Winter Soldier, Scarlet Witch, Vision, all these characters are going to carry them, propel them into the next phase. No, it doesn't work that way. You need the average audience to come and watch too, not just the fans, in order to make the billions. If you cater to the fans, you'll make money, but you won't make the money that you want to go to. Like, Disney always wants to make billions. They don't want to make millions. They're not happy with 2-3 million in their pocket. They want to line their pockets with bigger cash, which is understandable. They're a business. But if you take these guys that are on the screen right here, you take your core, your Hulk, your Thor, your Iron Man, the characters that have been around for decades and decades and decades, and even people who don't even follow Marvel closely know who they are. If you take them out of the equation, it's very hard to get the average audience to care about coming in and spending their money into a movie.
Well, it's
very
funny,
difficult.
because, like, as popular as Iron Man was back then, he wasn't as popular as Robert Downey Jr. made him. Like, Iron Man today is popular because of that. So it's not so much like they wrote a good movie, period. That's what got the popularity going. And I don't even think they're catering to the fans now. They're trying to please everyone. Because She-Hulk wasn't catering to the fans by the end of it.
Sorry to cut you off in there.
No, go ahead. I want to hear what you say.
You're right. Iron Man wasn't a main character, but the fans of Marvel, they knew who Iron Man was.
Yeah.
Right? The core fans know who Iron Man was. But when they wrote the movie and then they casted him to do it, the average audience jumped on board and said, hey, that looks really cool. I'm in. So you're right. It's not just about a generational or iconic character. It's, you got to write a good story too. And casting is so important.
They have to be likable.
Yeah, casting is so important. And then also your directors, they got to do a little bit of research and, make sure that the core of that character sticks around in the movie, not completely change the character and say, I want to put my own twist in it, which a lot of directors do because they have big egos. I'm going to do it my way. I don't care of 60 years of comics. I'm going to do it my way. And that's another problem with Disney here.
She-Hulk, they Taika Waititi it.
She-Hulk director, she didn't care. She's like, I want to make a funny version. I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm going to make it. Fine, it worked for some people, loved it, but how cool would it have been to have her in a Hulk movie show up? Or how cool would it have been to actually have the original story of her where she got shot, right? And Banner had to save her. Like, there would have been so much substance to it to bring her in, because she's a very popular character in the comic books. She's been around for a long time. And that's what they gave us. I was like, wow, you really missed the boat on that. You could have done so much better.
We don't want to diss your show here, but and they boosted her up by devaluing other people. Like, there's no reason Abomination should have been a yoga instructor. Like, Abomination is just a heinous supervillain.
Well, his goal was the director didn't care. She didn't care. She was more interested in writing a comedy. She didn't care. She said it. She flat out said, I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm going to do it my way.
It's just so weird, though. Like, you butchered an established villain. Like, I get it. He's just bad Hulk, but he's dangerous. He's someone the Hulk needed to have around because he was one of the only few people at the time to
Mhm.
give him a challenge. But now you just made him docile. Like, why is he running?
And then
Same
you
with the
also
Wrecking Crew. Same with the Wrecking Crew. What was that about?
and then they had him also in Shang-Chi.
Yeah, and they hyped him up because he was cage fighting, right? Like, oh,
Yeah.
Abomination's there. Why is he with Wong? Like, what's his deal? And he was in a brutal cage match. Like, he was trying to fight. So everyone was excited to see him again. He had this updated look. He looked like the comics compared to that movie with whatever his face is, Norton Edward
See,
Norton. My bad.
this is proof right here. Like, the only reason I went to see First Iron Man was because RDJ was in it, and I gave zero shits about it. But you're the casual fan that went in there and walked in. But there's also fans next to you that were huge fans
Yeah.
of Iron Man. I was a huge fan of Iron Man. I when I heard they were making an Iron Man movie, I was like, whoa, like they're gonna do this now? Because before that, all we had was X-Men.
And the the Raimi Spider-Man. And I don't
Yeah,
care what anyone said. That was
yeah,
not
yeah.
following source material, but it was good. It was fun. I
Yeah.
like those.
And they made it work because they brought in everything. They brought in something for the casual fan, they brought in something for the hardcore fans, and they made it work. Right?
Yeah.
Here, like it's divided. Like She-Hulk is an example of a division here. There are people that love it and there are people that hate it. But if you had done a bit of both, you could have had both sides conceding and saying,
I'm
yeah,
wondering if the people who loved it also liked what they did with Abomination and the Wrecking Crew and all of these characters that exist that they had to change completely. Like, did that bother them? Like, no, it's the MCU. Change is fine. But at the rate they're going, you're just changing things for arbitrary reasons, just to either get a reaction or a laugh. And you're turning characters into jokes.
and if you make them into a comical joke, then you're also screwing yourself over down the road to make those characters serious. And having tragedy happen to them where they have to dust themselves off and get up. Like Avengers 1, they all got the what handed to them, right?
Yeah.
And there's somebody that passed away, right, in the show. So there's consequences, and that makes the superheroes rise to the top, do better because there was consequences and there's struggles. I mean, I don't see a whole lot of struggle with some of the stuff that they're dropping right now. Did She-Hulk struggle at any point? Nope.
She
Right?
almost did, and then
All she did was complain.
she almost struggled in the last episode, and then she broke the fourth wall, and then the fighting stopped. So, and her
Yeah.
struggle was like they involuntarily made her Hulk out. I was like, oh, okay, now like maybe the army's going to be after her or something.
Well,
No,
she didn't. They even wrote in the show that she didn't even like the name She-Hulk. What are you doing? Like what? Why are you saying the character doesn't like its own name?
Yeah.
How is that even funny? It's not funny. It's stupid. Oh, I'm getting riled up.
Hold on a sec. I like okay, here's Pac says something. So I like She-Hulk, not gonna lie, but I hated how they handled Hulk's story returning to Sakaar and introducing his son at the end. That could have been
Man buns.
yeah, again, a character they changed. So Scar's story is he's trying to kill his dad. There's a big misunderstanding and miscommunication. He just blames him for his crappy life, and he wants to be the one to kill the world breaker. His own son is trying to kill him. And this Hulk leaves mid-season. He's like, oh no, I have to leave. He pulled a Poochie from The Simpsons. I have to go now. My planet needs me.
And then she learns her powers in one day at a retreat outside. She learns how to be stronger, better, faster, and everything right away. Oh,
That's the thing. They didn't even let her be strong. They took away the final fight. I was excited for her to fight. Like, oh, okay, it's gonna be She-Hulk versus Abomination. Nope.
Ryan, stop hating on women. Stop doing that. Come on now. Don't be that guy.
They didn't let her have her moment. And then I clued in by the end. We're like, oh, they didn't want this to be a superhero show. And I knew that. I knew it was supposed to be a lawyer show like Ally McBeal. But don't tease us with Abomination then. Don't do that.
How
Don't
cool
put
would have
him in
been
it.
if she actually fought him? Like actually fought
That's what
him.
I was expecting that.
That would have been cool. Like he actually lied the whole time that he wasn't actually getting better, and then and she actually fights him, and she gets elevated. She becomes better because she's just fought somebody who's like top tier villain, right? Like, so such a missed opportunity to make her so much better.
And then for all you guys excited about Daredevil,
Oh yeah, The shameful walk across the lawn.
I didn't mind him. I hate the costume. Like I 100% hate that costume, but whatever. You didn't like the.
What was the point of him taking his shoes off? It's not high heels.
It's just funny.
It's not funny. It's stupid. Like who takes their shoes off?
It's funny.
Women who do that is because high heels are uncomfortable and they don't want to walk in it in the morning.
So are a superhero.
A man should be doing that unless he's wearing high heels, which is that's a different story then altogether. But it's just weird to see him walk across the lawn with no shoes off.
Don't be a hater.
I'm not hating. I'm just wondering why you would do that. It's so weird. I'm not hating it. I just find it weird. I was like, why is he doing that? That makes no sense. I was just comfortable. Shoes painful now.
Yeah. I did like seeing him in there. I like seeing these characters from Netflix's like Kingpin. I like seeing too. You didn't really care much for Hawkeye or Lady Hawkeye, or whatever you want to call her, Kate Bishop.
Yeah, because she should just have her own show then. Don't. This is what they've done. They bring these characters in there just to get you to watch it, but then to do a disservice to those characters.
I was okay with Clint because he didn't necessarily suck.
You mean disabled Clint?
Well, he was. In the comics, he's mute too. I was okay with that.
Yeah, okay, but do you need to have him be there at that moment in that show? Could you not do it with maybe Romanoff?
The thing is, him and Kate need to associate with each other because she is playing off of him, and I don't necessarily want her introduced in a movie. So I was okay with her introduction in the show.
Does she even need to be introduced though?
Yeah, Kate.
Is she going to be a pivotal character?
I think so.
Avenger? And you know what they were trying to do, right? They were trying to get the young Avengers.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, I think they needed to do this if they want to go.
It fell flat. It fell flat because I don't think there's an interest for that right now. Right?
I don't like any. I like her. Like I like her character. I don't think the show is like amazing or anything, but she doesn't bother me. Don't like the twins from whatever WandaVision. Like I hate them so much. I hate them.
Okay, relax, calm down, breathe. We're not hating anything.
I hate them. Milhouse Jeff from The Simpsons, where he's just shaking. I feel like I'm gonna explode here.
What are their names?
I don't know the actors' names.
No, the character.
There's Tommy and I forgot his name now. Tommy and the other one.
I think the Punisher. This is exactly what I'm talking about here. Is why are we making an Echo TV show? Just make a Punisher or a Daredevil show and forget about Echo. You can introduce Echo into the show of these bigger characters. What they're trying to do is prop up these lesser known characters with top tier talent characters. And it falls flat because you're doing a disservice to Echo in the first place by overshadowing with the bigger characters. Nobody cares about Echo. They all care about Punisher. Like right here, he's saying, I think Punisher is going to be more people are more interested in who's going to come in the show than the actual main character.
I don't even remember her deal, and I don't sympathize with her.
And
I think she was a villain, right?
I'm opposite of you. I do sympathize with her because she's deaf, and my oldest son, he's deaf.
Yeah.
So for me, I have, but I look at it and go, it's still not a main character.
But I mean, like, wasn't she a villain who just like? So I'm like, I don't
just switched.
I don't feel bad for you because you're a bad person. So that's what I mean. I don't sympathize with her.
And once again, this is not a hate on the actors. They get paid to do a job, and they're just reading their scripts and doing their job. So it's nothing to do with the actors, unless the actors go out themselves and, like, for example, Brie, who goes and destroys her own image because she has an attitude. But that's the problem here. Like, you can't.
She grew on me now.
Yeah, okay, like a fungus probably. But I just wish the lesser known characters are just there. They're there. They're taking up a spot, but they should not be propped up as the main character and then have these bigger characters come in there and overshadow, and then they were forgotten. They get lost. They get shoved to the back. Like,
that's what I was gonna say. They're all conveniently dying or retiring at the same time, one after another.
Yeah, because they wanted the next versions.
Yeah, so that's why it's jarring. It's like,
and they screwed up big time.
You don't have anyone left. You have Doctor Strange and Spider-Man. Those are your heavy.
You don't even have Vision.
Yeah, you have kind of Vision. He just flew off somewhere. God knows where.
Yeah, And then
But yeah,
4, who's the last guy remaining of the group. Well, the Hulk's still around, but he's he's doing
no, he's
yoga.
useless.
He's doing yoga. So he has a place.
Man,
You
when
have
that car hit him and he went flying, I'm like, you're no good to anyone right now in this current state.
dude, that's so embarrassing when that
The,
happened.
like he's trying to stop a car and he couldn't. Like, are you serious, man?
This guy threw a tank. Edward Norton didn't he throw a tank in that one? Yeah, he threw a
He did
tank.
a lot of he ripped the tank in half.
Yeah,
And used
but
it
a
as
car,
a shield
a Jeep, I guess it must be an electric Jeep.
Yeah.
It propelled him.
And he fully saw it coming, so he could have stopped it.
Yeah, it's not
whatever.
like it's from the side, right? It's right there, and he knows it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Vision saw how bad it was, and it's just like, I'm out. Check, please.
So I also saw that they were hyping up Blade. They said Blade is expected to be rated R. Like, that means something now. But I am excited for Blade. But they also hyped up Moon Knight. We're like, oh, this is going to be brutal. This is going to be one of the most brutal Marvel shows to date. I'm like, it absolutely wasn't. There was no blood. There was nothing.
And he got upstage at the end by his girlfriend. Again, another character that was race swapped, because that was a male character in an Egyptian hero. And fine, whatever. I can look past that. But then why introduce her that at that point? Why? Did she really push and help Moon Knight? Moon Knight could have done things without her there.
Yeah.
You don't really need to have her there. She didn't really change a whole lot for Moon Knight. She could be the supporting person. Fine, no problem. Does she have to be a hero too? You get too many of these small little heroes scattered all over the place, and nobody cares about them. That's another. You have way too many things going on, and now they're like, "Hey, we got to scale it back. We got to cancel some of these shows." I think they canceled Riri Williams' show. Thank God, because nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody
I thought she was
cares.
supposed to be in Armor War still, or whatever that was. It was just
That's
show
being
that they're
turned into a
doing
movie now.
Yeah, so she's in that, I think, though.
Who knows?
Assume.
Yeah,
I
who knows?
assume.
But that would have been a good place to introduce her.
Yeah, but we need to establish her, so we have some context of who she is. I don't know why it was in Black Panther movie.
It made no sense to be there. Yeah, it made no sense to be there.
Actually, no, you're right. She could have just been an MIT student in Armor Wars who made her own.
And you
armor.
continue the story from there. But hey, what do we know? We're just fans. We don't know.
So yeah, we derailed this topic, but my gripe is they collectively removed all the previous members off the board at the same time, one after another. So now you're forced to deal with these side characters and these B-listers.
Well, they're only going to bring a couple of these guys back because some of them have said they're not coming back. Like,
yeah,
Scarlett Johansson said, "I'm not coming back." But of course, a Brinks truck pulling over in your yard might change things, right? So
it also kind of devalues their deaths.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. One of the greatest moments in the first, decade of the Avengers was, RJ, Robert Downey Jr. dying.
Right? That snap he did, like,
yeah,
the audience was silent.
Yeah, that was one of the greatest moments. And then Cap going back, and being with Peggy. Yeah. That was such a beautiful moment too. That was amazing, right? It's just, I don't know. And then they're like, "Oh, it's gonna be alternate versions of them." Oh man,
see, like,
man, like, you're gonna go there now? Really?
I would have forgiven it for like maybe one of them, like, or maybe like a variant Iron Man who they find before he became the hero he is, so they have to deal with this like arrogant version of him, something like that. But Loki already did that. They did that with Loki. Like, he is the variant that they pulled from too soon before he became redeemed. So if you start doing that with everyone, then it's just, what are you doing here?
I also found Loki to, like, they sped up his evolution,
like his redemption.
Really fast.
Yeah,
like a speed run, right?
Like, that's what me and you always laugh about. Is like, he saw a video about his brother, and now he's all,
he's all good.
Dude, 48 hours you ripped someone's eyeball out of their head because you needed their DNA metrics or whatever.
You were killing people in New York. You were taking countless lives.
And then now he refuses to kill because Mobius is like, don't do it. No, you
Have
absolutely
some
would have
key
done
lime
it.
pie. It'll change your world.
Like
Yeah.
Loki's making it harder on himself. This is the same guy who invaded New York, but he's having trouble chasing one person.
He needs
Random,
help from a female Loki too.
random goons. No, she's just as bad.
I know. She's
Sometimes she can fight, sometimes she can't. This guy was like a master of magic. And even with the like power dampeners off, he's still having trouble with his I'm just like, shoot him with your magic butt. Like, what's wrong with you, man?
no, the tie gets in the way.
Yeah. Anyways,
But
so
yes.
you are what circumstance would you accept them bringing the characters back?
Well, you
Like,
know me, I've always said like they should have went the James Bond route. They should have just had people replacing these actors. I know some of these guys are iconic in their roles, but it would have just you would have saved a lot of headache because you would have just had these people be available at any time. The character, sorry, be available at any time. So you could put Captain America in the back burner and try and experiment a couple of movies. And if it doesn't work, well, you got Captain America still there. He didn't die. He didn't go away. Same thing with Iron Man. You could have just had somebody replace him. And yeah, you know, people can say, well, it's not the same. Robert Downey Jr. is an iconic, you know, character, played an iconic character in Iron Man. It's very hard to replace him. James Bond's been around for 60 years plus. There were some good James Bonds and some bad James Bonds, but it still continues to this day.
people used to get replaced all the time in the 90s.
Yeah.
Everyone just
So-
accepted it.
Why can't you do that? What's stopping you from doing that? Yeah, you're gonna hit a home run with some of them and some of them you won't, but the character's still around for you to pull out whenever you need it and not have to scramble and figure things out while using multiverse as your safety net, right?
I'm getting real tired of that.
Yeah, it is. It's very tiring because we'll just pull them out of this universe and bring them into this one here. Problem solved. It gets annoying, and then like we just discussed, the deaths that happen, they get devalued. Right? It's meaningless now. If they bring Robert Downey Jr. back, even from another universe, that scene immediately drops down. Nobody cares much about that scene anymore because he's back.
They would have to do something like bring in the completely opposite version of himself, who's a villain or something, or like an arrogant version.
They're not doing it. Arrogant still Arrogant still Tony Stark.
No, I mean just like a complete like just Johnny Cage level.
Then that's a villain then.
No, not like evil, but like I can't like he doesn't think about anyone but himself. He doesn't have to be a villain, but he's pre Shrapnel Heart Tony, where he's just like he only cares about himself.
He drives his Lamborghini, doesn't care about anybody. Yeah, picks up.
So he's not a bad dude, but he's just a jerk. It'd just be weird if it'd just be weird if they just brought back the exact same version that he was before, like the hero who sacrificed himself.
But if he comes back and it's the very beginning Tony Stark, then how is he going to be with the? Because the goal is to bring the Avengers back. How is he going to go with the team? Then?
That's what I mean. I'm like, what is their?
You're going to have to do the whole arc again.
That's what I mean. Are they trying to? Is that their goal, or is it just bringing it back for like a movie?
No, they want to bring the Avengers back. They didn't say
that's disgusting.
Yeah, the talk is to bring the Avengers back.
That's good. I want them to that. I want them to waste their money. I want to see how bad it fails. The only downside is how long it's going to take for them to realize their mistake, and we've wasted years that we could have had good movies. Like, I'm never mad when a bad movie comes out because I'm like, this is your guys' time. It's your studio's money. This is your losses, not ours. But
like the Marvels need to make 500 million, close to 500 million to break even. It costs 300 million something to make. And then you have to put in for advertising, marketing, and then also pay out the theaters as well, a percentage, because they don't just put your movie out for fun. So the budget's around 500 something million dollars to break even. I don't think that's happening, man. 500 million?
That should have been a show.
Well, have you seen the CGI? It looks like a show.
It should have, yeah, that's what it should have been, a directed like streaming.
That scene where she crash lands on the moon and there's like 6 people there and there's nothing else around but dust. Where are these people coming from? They're just random like tribal people chasing them.
Aren't they Cree? I don't know. I don't
know. It's really bad. It looked really bad. It looks like in a studio they did it. Like, it looks bad. You can tell it's a really bad CGI. And then there's a scene where she's flying in the air and everything just Terrible.
I'm rooting for Kamala. I want this to be I want her to be successful. I just don't want
I don't
the
think that's
movie to be
possible.
like I don't want this ruined for her. Basically,
unfortunately, I think she's going to be dragged into this mess.
just throw Brie under the bus.
Remember they were going to call it Captain Marvel 2?
Yeah.
And then they changed it to the Marvels because they just realized how terrible she is.
I'm actually surprised.
And then they did 3 reshoots, I think, for this movie. It got delayed, it got delayed, it got delayed.
All this effort for a subpar movie.
Exactly. There's more effort put into this one, I think, than the Avengers 2.
Well.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
it's all Kevin Feige's situation now to figure out.
Good, I'm excited. I look forward to giving it a 5 out of 10.
All right, let's get into our final topic of the night.
You were talking about I don't know what made you talk about this. So anyone who sees this, he brought up the old school Marvel Legends, the Toybiz era. The clamshell packaging, comic books included.
Well, not just toy, but like we're probably going to do this as often as we can. But we're going to talk about figures from the past and compare to the figures present now. To their comparisons, right, from the old one to the new one. So I thought we'd start off with Toybiz series, Wave 1 of Marvel Legends. So I actually remember going to the comic store in Richmond, Stevenson.
Yeah.
Spencer's, I believe it was called at the time. And I actually went and saw this on the wall for the first time. And I was like, what is this? And then they were telling me, oh, this is the new Marvel Legends. They're going to do all these amazing Marvel villains and heroes. This is Wave 1. And I immediately grabbed every one of them. I'm like, yep, give me. So the Iron Man you see on the right there, they had a variant of it, which was gold. So I had that variant as well. There it is, right there. Look at you on the ball.
All the pictures are potato quality. I had to.
That's okay. The figures it gives you that nostalgia hit. But I ended up getting the whole set. Does anybody in the chat even remember buying this, or did they buy this? Did you buy this set?
Years after the fact, like I don't know why.
So you didn't collect at the beginning when they launched it?
No.
Okay. So did you go backtrack at every single series?
No. I only got like a couple, if that.
Oh, okay. I ended up buying, I think, like 95% of them.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I wasn't that hardcore like you.
Okay. The biggest thing that I loved about it is this is the introduction to BAF, right? Builder figures. And I lost my mind. I'm like, what? You get an additional figure if you buy these ones? Like, I was so marketed so hard. Like, I was hook, line, and sinker, right? They're like,
even before they build the figures, they gave you a comic book and they gave you display bases, like
like
plastic.
It was the full deal, right? And I think the prices were only $19.99.
Yeah,
something like that. And you didn't have to go pre-order it. You didn't have to fight online to get it. You simply just go to the store and pick it up. That's it. There's no fighting, nothing. There's no scalpers, none of that. Nobody going there and buying 10 of them and then putting it on Facebook, trying to say that they're doing everyone a favor. But I need to pay for my gas fee. I see that all the time on Facebook.
Yeah.
Hey, I got this figure for sale. It's retail, but I got to add $10 for gas fee because I went and got it for everybody.
Upselling after you agree on a price.
Yeah. Yeah. It's $16, but I'm going to charge you $25 now.
Check the description. You'll find out why.
Yeah. It's that's a inside joke. But yeah, it was just like a good old days. You just go to the store and you just pick it out of the wall and off you go home. It was amazing. Collecting back then was the best. The figures weren't the best like they are today. That's obviously because of technology improving, but collecting back then, and when I say back then, I want to say late 90s, around that time was some of the best. Mid 90s to late 90s, I thought was some of the best times to collect. Yeah. Good times.
Do you like this style of packaging? Because they were a pain to get out. Like you're destroying.
Oh yeah, man. Like if you didn't have a knife, forget about it, man. How are you gonna get this out of out of that
Yeah.
clamshell? And then if you wanted to keep this clamshell, like the figures in it turned yellow.
Yeah, you have to open it.
Like the inbox people, they had it for about a year or two, and then it started turning yellow.
Yeah.
Because the plastic started getting, warped and corroded. So what's this Ryan says here? I got OG Iron Man, Spider-Man, Venom, and Wolverine. Yeah. The only thing close to going into a store not knowing what they all have now is getting D&D minis for me. Interesting. Yeah.
Like, where do you even get your D&D stuff, Ryan? Like, do you have to resort to? Is there like one shop in town?
I'm sorry, probably several comic book stores.
I don't know, because sometimes it sounds like he has to resort to like his friends getting it for him, but I don't know.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, but it was just there's no stress of collecting. Even the variants that you wanted were available to you.
They did weird variants though. Like, okay, here's one. So they had 2 Hulks. One had bendy wire fingers, like the one on the left, and the other had hinged fingers. So I don't know why, but these are the 2 variants. These are the 2 ones you get.
You know what that was? That's probably manufacturing error. That's what it was. That was done by accident.
What do you think? You think so?
Oh, I think so. They weren't that clever. No, that was manufacturing errors, and they just played it off as variants.
No way. Like, look at all that effort for that detailed bendy wire finger. That was absolutely useless. He can't make a fist. Yeah. He can't hold anything. It's ugly. Yeah. But those hinged fingers are also ugly.
Yeah, because they got that big cut in the knuckle area. Yeah.
And they still couldn't make a fist. They did like
they did like a holding a gun holding a gun hole in there.
On the thumb like this.
The one that was really I liked is the Angel. There was a red and a yellow.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about it on the next time when the new other waves, but we'll go through the whole waves week by week. We'll go through a wave, and then we'll talk about other lines that are nostalgic. We'll do a Turtles one too, probably, right? The old Turtles lines. But I had all of these guys. Did you collect of this series? Did you have all of them or any of them?
I had the Iron Man, the gold one.
Okay.
I have the Hulkbuster still, not from series 1, but like I have the later ones still in the clamshell ones.
Did you get Captain America at all?
No, he always looked off to me. Like even back then, even I was a begging chooser. So here's the newer ones. Yeah, like they redid these, and it was nice that they did this.
Yeah, it was.
The Cap I got here.
A lot of people weren't happy with the holes in the shield.
No, that's stupid.
I don't understand. Why didn't you just give us another shield?
They could have. They have so many shields.
Like seriously, like you could have just given us another shield with holes in it and one without holes in it.
Like I even have extra shields, except they're all metallic. This one is like nice and bright and just flat red, so they don't match.
And I don't want to hear it. Oh, we didn't have it in our budget to put it in there. Come on.
Yeah.
Seriously, like. I liked this Hulk. Did you like this Hulk?
Good. Yeah, I like this Hulk.
Yeah. Which head did you like on that one? The one that's on, or the one that came with it?
The angry one.
They're both angry.
The angry one.
Look at you, politics.
The more teethy one. My favorite one is the more teethy one. I know they both have teeth. Calm down. The one where the teeth more explode. The snarling one. I prefer the head sculpt from the Wolverine 2-pack though. The previous one with classic Wolverine. The worst Wolverine I've ever seen. I threw that Wolverine out.
Oh, I thought I didn't mind this. I don't know why he's painted this way.
Let me see here. Here's some comparisons. So you have. So what's interesting is the torso articulation. It's not an ab crunch, but it's kind of like Joe's, where it has that joint in the hips, like this joint here. So
yeah.
So it's cool they did that, and then the diaphragm joint. He's very smooth. He's very bulbousy. But that's just a product of the time. Like I'm not hating on them.
So these are compliments of the Foosh, by the way, as well.
Yeah. I
We
left his
don't.
watermark in there just so you could
Yeah,
all see it.
yeah. Well, you got to
I,
give credit, right?
yeah,
So,
I couldn't track down any in my collection. Um,
but
do you?
getting like I know the one on the left. If you look at that right now, in this day and age, it looks for a lot of people like
Gross.
gross. But when you're a kid and you get something like this with
Yeah,
the articulation it has, it's groundbreaking.
because before that we had like Spider-Man the animated series figures with 5 points of articulation.
Yeah.
The head looked side to side, the arms moved up and down, the legs
Legs
moved
did a
forward and
kick
back.
up and down. That's about
Yeah,
it.
no, no elbow bends, no knee bends.
Yeah. So this was like insane. Like when I
So I
saw this,
laugh at it. Like I laugh at those
yeah,
leg sockets, but it was they did what they were supposed to do.
yeah, they moved. They moved well, and it was like a breath of fresh air to see figures like that. It was just groundbreaking. And then you look at the right there, you're like, whoa, like my god,
It does look nice. I like this.
yeah, looks great. Thank God for technology.
Yeah. And then the Iron Man.
Yeah,
What I liked about the classic one is the removing the faceplate. Whereas the new one, they just give you two head sculpts.
problem is the eyes and mouth are still there.
Yeah, they're still there. Yeah.
Whoa, that's scary. How you do that? But they at least they gave him the classic hair and mustache. Yeah, that Hulk is horrendous. When you look at it side by side, you're like, whoa.
They didn't need to give him a neck, but they did. Like
He looks he looks like zombie Hulk.
yeah, he has these huge traps and then just a like pencil neck.
Yeah. Whoa. And the one on the right is just a repainted with the head sculpt different from the retro packaging that they gave us.
Yeah, so the previous Gray Hulk, not the new one with Banner. Gray Hulk, Red Hulk,
Yeah.
the Wolverine
on the wall.
anniversary one, and then the retro carded one. They're all the same body. They're just repainted in different heads. So you can't really go wrong with that body. It's just the standard now. Painted better. Like those pants have dry brushing and wash on them. The white where the rips are. The normal releases don't have that. They're just cheaped out, of course. And then Toad, like here's the display base we're talking about.
I think I did not buy that Toad.
I didn't. I was just like, what is this thing? Why do
Yeah,
I care?
I thought it was horrendous. Because when I said 95%, I think that was one of the 1% in there. I did not like that figure.
As a character, I think Toad is ridiculous as well. As a kid, like it was like, what do I need the guy who sticks his tongue out? Like he hops and he sticks. You got people like Wolverine,
But they had in the
Cyclops,
She-Hulk, didn't
Colossus.
they? Oh no, they had Frog.
No, that was the Frogman.
Another useless character. Yeah, I don't even know why they painted him this way either.
The grungy.
No, the one on the right, like why is he bright? Isn't he supposed to be in the sewers and stuff?
Yeah,
in the swamps. Like who wears this in the swamps or the sewers?
He's supposed to be like the from the 60s.
Yeah, I guess.
Just that classic bright colors.
Somehow,
he's a character I was surprised they did.
Somehow I ended up with two of these.
Of course you did. Somehow.
Somehow.
I was like, I can't even use this for... Yeah. But at school they gave him even the little froggies, like from his classic.
Yeah.
So no display bases, but I've been finding myself throwing those out. I got the Toybiz Colossus like secondhand, and then after a while the paint was just sticky and gross.
Ew.
Like they all were. I was like, I just started throwing them out. Like I had no reason for them. They don't fit on my shelf. They're cool little display pieces. Like sometimes there's destroyed Sentinels or Danger Room pieces, but again, where am I going to put 1/3 of the Danger? Like it's just like a section of a scene, right? Like this stream here. Like what are you going to do with that?
Yeah.
Anyone who wants a diorama has one, and this won't make or break it. They would have just put them in the diorama they have. So nice addition back in the 90s, but now I don't think people really care. They want display stands and flight stands, transparent ones. But yeah, as much as I like laugh at these things, they were good for the time. Like you weren't getting any better than this.
Oh yeah, like this was it. These were the hottest figures to get, and they were game changers. The set, the wave itself, I'd probably give it an A minus if I was to rank this, because you had 3 big characters in there: the Hulk, Iron Man, and Captain America, and then you got anchored by the Toad.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
I mean, in this day and age, I know they don't do that anymore for reasons. We could get into that's a whole other topic.
Yeah.
But today you get like Iron Man, Scarlet Witch MCU version, like Spider Punk. Like they just go all over the place. They go off the walls with these waves. They don't even make sense half the time.
Because this wave 1 essentially gave you
Popular
most
characters.
of the Avengers.
Yeah, you want these popular characters.
Yeah.
You can't
like you automatically had a mini team going already right there.
You can't test the waters on your first release. Like wave 1 needs to sell, and you're going to sell with these big names: Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk. Then you get into your Thors. They could have very well did a Thor, but they did smart. Yeah.
What was the BAF for this? Was there a BAF for this one?
There wasn't. This is where they were including the display pieces instead.
Okay, and then they went to BAF afterwards.
The comic
but they
books,
kept the comic books still, though, right?
Yeah. And then they were doing variants more. Like, so instead of a build-a-figure pieces, you got your display piece and alternate colors if you wanted.
Yeah, I didn't get the blue one. I just got the gold one. That's all I had.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I already got 2. I don't need 3. I'm fine.
But, I think I'd give it the same as you.
A minus?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good wave. We're lucky to have the newer versions of these. We have multiple versions of these now.
Yeah. Maybe this bendy hand Hulk gets a B because those hands are ridiculous.
Ooh, you're dropping it down to a B, huh?
Doesn't make sense.
Not even a B plus?
No, it doesn't make sense. Like those hands are useless. Why would you do that?
So but you had the other version.
Yeah, but we make fun of Todd for doing that.
Okay. We still make fun of Todd doing that.
We make fun of him for releasing 2 of the same characters without with a different head sculpt. This is kind of the same. You're getting 2 of the same characters with different hands. Except these hands are useless. So you automatically have to buy the other one. So this was just weird. It was a weird marketing choice.
Yeah.
They're hemorrhaging money by doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we plan on doing more of these. I think it's good to talk about some of the figures from the past and
do some WWE in the future.
Oh, now we're cooking here. Now we're cooking. The world is our oyster, my friend.
Yeah.
We could do just about any line. And if you guys want us to do a specific line, let us know. Leave a comment in the video. Let us know what other things from the past that we should compare.
The Puck McFarlane special episode.
Okay, we're going to end the show right now. We'll do Turtles. We'll do WWE. We'll do more of the Marvel Legends. Maybe we'll do Transformers. Eh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good line to do. G.I. Joe. It does look good. I'm not going to lie. It looks good.
She's a female bounty hunter in like a super suit. Like, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. That's awesome. Look at you all happy. You're gushing.
I'm not happy.
You are happy. You love that figure. Don't you?
Yeah, I do. I give it
a there you go. See? There you go. It's okay to smile.
You sound like my parents and Jess. It's okay to smile sometimes.
Yeah, it is. Be happy. That's what you're supposed to do. Bring a smile, right?
Uh-huh.
Make you be happy. All right. I guess we'll end the show today. We've talked quite a bit, and it was fun. A lot of topics that we derailed from. That's fine. We'll be back next week to do another nostalgia heat. I don't know if that name's gonna stick.
It works for me.
Yeah, and then we'll have some other stuff. Toy Talk Weekly as well. And we're getting close to holidays, my friend. We're getting very close.
Oh, busy time of the year.
Yeah. Are you doing your Christmas shopping now?
I should start.
All right. We should do a Christmas list of what things we want. Figure related, of course. Do a Christmas list. All right. Awesome show. Thank you for everybody for joining us and hanging out with us. If you're listening to us on the replay, thank you very much. Hit the like button, guys. It makes a big difference for us. That's how the algorithm works. And join us for our other shows Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. We do Popcorn Chicken, movies and TV show reviews and talks. And then we do bi-weekly show on Saturday mornings, 8:30 a.m. We look back at all the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s TV and cartoon shows. Last week we did Alvin and the Chipmunks, so that was fun. Chris just yelled at Alvin the whole time, just annoying me. But anyways, D, anything else you want to add today? No.
No, Ryan, paint your Warhammers. Get on it. I'm catching up.
Yeah, do your thing. Enjoy your hobby. Thank you for watching. So wherever you're on the world or the universe, have yourself a good morning, a good day, and a good night. I don't care about Metroid.